All the best.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back once again to our weekly scrims. New day, new scrims, new teams, new drafts, and new synergies. Let's see what happens today, what the teams have to give us, have to show us. And with this on the caster's desk, it is me, Asuya, joined in by Tami. So, Tami, how are you? Okay, Itami is not audible. I think he has some issues. He will fix his mic. And anyway, I'm here till then. It is welcome once again. So today's teams, I don't really know which teams are going up, but we will be moving on to the draft phase really soon. And with that, we will be seeing which teams are going up against each other. Meanwhile, I would like to remind you all once again that our weekly scrims registration, they're always open. And you can join our WhatsApp channel, you can join our Discord, you can join our various socials, and over there you will get the links for our weekly scrims, because what's a better place to practice than a scrims? Because in rank, if you lose a star, you mostly start blaming and fighting among yourselves. So it's just better to just, come to the scrims. You don't have to go through that mental pressure. And of course, we will also be holding many other competitions, many other tournaments soon. So if you would like, share and subscribe, stay with us. It's one of the best orcs who always promises what they say. And with this, Itami, if you're back.
Yeah, I hope so. Like, this thing started updating right when I started to yap, but it's okay, I guess, right now. And I hope I'm audible enough. So,
Yes,
Blood
yes.
Serpent as well as Valiant Ghouls will be going up against each other onto this BO3, and Blood Serpent will be having the first pick advantage for their side. So either way, most
I am the
probably it
power
should
of
be the
light
same regular
incarnate.
bans, and Kaja is been a must of a priority onto those ban sections because of the revamp he received. So
You should
he
be
has
ashamed for
become
not
quite
trusting
of a
yourself.
threat because of the divine judgment as well as the full adjustment onto him, as well as followed by the other heroes like the Beleric as well as the Atlas onto the Rome position specifically. So other options like the Eudora as well as the God are viable mid lane picks, and like I said, 3 Roma bans already from both of the sides. The Paquito is also a flex that you would like to have onto your team, or if not, you will just be banning it out because he is not just a strong kind of an EXP laner, but he has been a flex pick because of the burst damage he's able to deal up with. So the bans are pretty much regular, and I would say they are quite updated with the meta by far.
2, 1.
Definitely pretty average bans which we see in most of the tournaments, most of the matches. And with this, the first pick is open. They could go in for a lot of options. They have the option to pick up the Barats. They can even go in for some roam out there. Okay, Hirara was also open, has been taken away by the side of Team Blood Serpent. Now, for the side of Team Valiant Ghouls, they also have options to counter out. I mean, it's kind of hard with the Hirara, but then again, it's not quite impossible. You can burst her down when her windows, when her iframes are down. And of course, it is a Barats as well as the Matilda combo. So now I'm wondering if this Barats is onto the jungle, or is this Barats onto the EXP lane? Although he is quite a popular pick towards the EXP, because not only does he can stand toe to toe against the strong earlies like Esmeralda or the Uranus, but he can also provide what none of those two provide. That is the Nom Nom, just deleting someone away from the team fights at crucial points. So yeah, pretty good for now. Esma being picked up well, of course. And a Zethian. Zethian is good. The global ultimate gives a lot of value. And I think with the Hirara, it's kind of a combo because if she manages to stun, Hirara can dive in.
That's the thing, and Hirara as well as the Esmeralda and the Zetian for the playmaking.
Falling stars
And speaking of
brought us here.
playmaking, Valiant Ghouls also has the Barats for their side, so he can be doing the Nom Nom as well as the Flicker combination. So that is one of the things that has been quite trending with the Barats and because of the tank jungles not being onto the scene and the assassins, Barats works out really well onto the EXP specifically. So Valiant Ghouls will be having the second pick for this side this time, and they are going out with the Roma ban specifically. The Minotaur could have been an option, but they decided to ban out the Kufra too. So I believe they can be pairing out the Matilda with an assassin. Most probably could be a Ling,
Sir,
because the Kufra
what's your
has been
command?
banned, or maybe even a Fanny. So Fanny as well as the Ling out onto that accord, and what they are actually going to go with is going to be, you know, really interesting at this point.
Yep, because Kufra mostly counters out dash heroes, so most probably they're gonna pick. Of course, it is Kiyoshi. He loves playing assassins. Maybe a Lancelot? I don't know. Because two of the assassins who are in meta are kind of banned away against the YSS. Another great pick. With this, I just forgot to mention that Team Blood Serpent, they have picked up 3 beautiful ladies. Yep, a 3-lady combo. Yep, with this soul onto Novaria. Okay, the Novaria pick maybe just for the finisher, because her damage did increase her second skill. Now she directly gets that 80% speed boost, so don't even need to surpass those obstacles like walls and all. But then I am highly, I don't know, they're trying to pick off, because this is the pick off kind of comp, because Barats manages to take someone in, Novaria jumps in, the YSS also jumps in, and of course for the disengagement you always have the guiding wind coming in from the Matilda. So let's see how they execute it, because Team Blood Serpent, okay, it's a Freya onto the goal. They have extremely strong early, but then the only issue here with the draft is, will they manage to end it early? Will they manage to show a synergy which can dominate and take the game away from the side of Team Valiant Ghouls?
I think, like, for the side of Team Valiant Ghouls, the crowd control is lacking at some point, because you don't have the mage, you don't have a mid laner that deals out crowd control kind of a damage. You have a complete burst kind of a mage, and the other members too, you know, if it comes out onto the playmaking kind of a thing, the Barats is the only one who can pull up a proper initiation before the Matilda actually gets out some defense items for her. So the early game is not going to be very scalable for this. Is going to be the major damage dealer for this side, and they decided to go out with the gold lane Freya, which has been quite nerfed, but it is still doable considering the draft. So this is going to be the first game for the night onto this BO3, Blood Serpents against the side of Team Valiant Ghouls onto the land of Tauna. So
yeah, with this, once again we have both of them starting towards the EXP. Oh, sorry, towards the red buff, orange buff. So the gangs will most probably be coming up towards the opposite lanes. But right now, of course, Melissa, she has the range advantage. She has the poke advantage. Okay, but look at the damage coming in already from the Zishi, and Matilda needs to back off. The only issue with Matilda is the same as Minotaur. Kind of squishy, but she's mobile. And the only issue is, like, she needs to be that level 2. Or maybe, okay, it's the first blood already, as the Akai as well as the trio just pokes down the Matilda. The Revitalize also being popped up way too early, and this is what I was talking about. The early is so strong that they can assert the dominance, they can assert their dominance, especially towards the early game objectives, at least towards the first turtle. So let's see how it goes, because I can see the Esmeralda being targeted.
yeah. And the thing is, like, for the side of Team VG, they don't have that kind of a sustain, but they can do invade, and there you go. The orange has been taken from the Herara, quite of a lead for the YSS actually, because it will be leveling up onto the level 4, so they can gank onto the EXP lane. But I believe the Esmeralda is aware of the fact that the, you know, initiations can be done onto her, and so is she just hugging onto the towers, at least for now. So the turtle will be spawning, and it is going to be a contention for both of the sides. But if it comes out onto the extended kind of team fight, maybe Blood Serpent might have the upper hand because of the draft they have.
Okay, the guy goes in, the stun is there. Matilda with the cutting win, but Mountain Shocker, the flicker being forced away from Zishian. It is a kill for them, but meanwhile, look at the ball coming in from the Meteor Strike. And here we have the Nom Nom. Once again, the Revitalize being popped up, and Mesmer falls down. The Celestial Twilight on point, taking away the mage, taking away the front line. And meanwhile, the gold laners also making their way. Kyoshi's kind of low. Freya comes in. The Nom Nom isn't available. Okay, and here we have another dash. And the Fury of the Phoenix on to 3 members. Pretty good retribution coming in, and it is Team Blood Serpent who managed to grab onto the turtle. Esmeralda still there. The pokes from Novari are not really connecting. Matilda needs to back off for now. Same goes for the Barats, really low HP. And the Matilda uses up, the Melissa uses up the ultimate, barely surviving in a really, really low HP. I mean, this is what you get when your draft is so strong in the early.
Yeah, that's the thing. And without the scaling, Valiant Ghouls won't be able to, do much when it comes out onto those extended team fights. They will be requiring those itemizations as soon as possible in order to actually stand a draft onto the early phase at least. So it will be taking them some time, but if they don't lack off onto the members, and if the members are not able to fall off, then surely they will be having the later advantages onto the draft. But right now, Blood Serpents are playing it out onto that accordingly. Heavy spin comes up onto 2 members. There might be the follow-up.
This revitalizing popped up. The circling eagle, she should have gone back because that is a very bad misjudgment. Another stun, the flicker being forced onto Soul. Tries to go back onto the Meteor Strike, but the Mountain Shaker comes in and Mesmer will be falling right of over extension as Esmeralda is trying to tank away the damage coming in from the Barats. And okay, the Hirara comes in, the stun, the Mycenae. So, okay, no Kairazu for now, and with this, I think pretty good exchange for the both of them. A tank for a marksman.
And I think Team Blood Serpent as well, they are not overextending onto any team fights, at least for now, because they also don't have the scaling yet, but they will have a better chance where, oh my god, the Falling Star Moon completely misses out onto the Melissa this time. Matilda might go in with the Circling Eagle, but she decides to retreat, and the turtle will be the main objectives for both of the sides. Zetian doesn't have the Fury of the Phoenix yet, but it could be used out if used out precisely, but I don't think Valiant Ghouls are going to be waiting any much more further.
Oh, the Esmeralda falls off. The heavy spin just to zone away the Barats. I think that should have been used up on Kiyoshi because it's an easy retribution for him. And with this, 3 members jumping in the Revitalize as well as Melissa's poke is hurting. And with this, just look at the Zoe going in for the Barats. Barats needs to flicker away into safety, but look at the Meteor Strike from Soul, barely surviving in a really low HP. Mesmer needs to recall for now. And the mid lane being cleared up by the Hirara. And the team fight's over, but I think Akai should have used that ult on Kiyoshi instead.
Yeah, and in order to actually zone them out, he was not able to do the job because it was Team Valiant Ghouls who got the turtle this time. So the scaling as well as the itemizations, it is pretty much done. Viasis went out with the Hunter Strike first. I think he will be following up with the Sky Piercer as soon as possible because that is going to be the main objective as well as the main damage priority for him. For Falling Star Moon once again comes up, but it doesn't connect onto anyone. So, the lead is almost kind of equal, but Valiant Ghouls will be having slight of an advantage because of the kill as well as the neutral objectives advantage that they had previously. So they will be trying to scale according onto it, but onto the mid, there's still the team fight going on. Mountain Shocker was forced out. There's the flicker. As well as, oh my god, the Freya will be falling off onto the mid side. Mountain Shocker was forced out, but no trees by far. But it was a trade onto the Freya, so a win-win situation for the Melissa at least.
Yep, and with this, the Mesmer getting a lot of pokes. Look at the poke potential coming in, and here we have the Fury of the Phoenix onto 4 members. Pretty good control, but then Mesmer as well as the Freya falls down. Melissa will be able to capitalize as the first tier from the top falls down for them. And with this, Team Valiant Ghouls somehow still, even though they have a weaker early, they're still scaling pretty good because all 4 of the heroes will be scaling towards the late game. And since we can already see them with the upper hand, I don't think so. I'm really curious as to how Team Blood Serpent will be handling the scaling which will be coming up. With this, the third turtle of the game. The competition is up. Esma trying to zone someone away, saying goes for the Matilda, and Kiyoshi easy retribution for him. With this, the Astral and the ranges and everyone has been okay. Just look at the meteor strike coming up. With this, the Akai trying to zone away the Barats. Barats though, Freya has been taken down. And with this, we already have Team Blood Serpent trying to move away. Gideon from the Esmeralda kind of
Oh,
misses. Same goes for the Novaria. Second skill. Kiyoshi though
they're
was
so low
down
on
as
HP.
Clara comes in, and with this mega kill by the Melissa. Melissa is just farming up slowly and steadily. Meanwhile, in the top lane, just look at the Barats trying to sneak away the second tier from the top lane, and even the mid tier might fall, but it is Zoe as well as Reze who manages to clean it up for them.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate with the meteor strike, but at least they got, an even trade, or let's say a better trade compared to Team Blood Serpent, because it was the rumor for two of the members for the side of Team Valiant Ghouls. So they will just be trying to scale up as much as possible from here, and the Lord will be spawning onto the next minute. So it could be contested from both of the side unless and until they just lose out any more of the members from that. But before that, there might be a team fight onto the bot. Heavy spin comes up from the Akai. There's the zoning. The Melissa uses up the ultimate, but she will not be able to survive. She just goes back, and that is going to be a double for her. Just like that, the sustain was done, and they are able to get a two for none for the side of Team Valiant Ghouls. Once again, able to scale up, and they might just wait out for the Lord this time. And looks like the itemizations as well as the scaling has been done really well for O2, because it's look at his KD, 7-1-1 onto a marksman. So that is one thing you would expect, but the Sky Piercer will be popping up for the Zetian. They will be able to get another tier tower just like that.
And with this, the revitalize the Barats into the backlines, the stun coming in from Zoe. Team Valiant goes way too far ahead with the scaling, with the gold that Team Blood Serpent really can't do anything about it. I think Freya should have gone in for the Pauldron as the second item, followed up by the Golden Staff, because she can solo kill down the marksman if the ultimate has been baited away. Same goes for her Mesmer, because he's using that heavy spin when he's solo. You need to wait for someone at least someone should be around to follow. But look at that, once again the Melissa trying to jump in onto the Freya really got a blow. Meanwhile, the Zoe gets caught up into the mountain shocker, gets taken down. Here we have it, Soul trying to shoot down someone. Reza needs to move back. Esma is also there. Mesmer literally getting poked down at this point because the gold gap is way too much. They're trying to hunt down for the second tier. Just look at the position of the Melissa trying to connect puddles to Mesmer. And with this, they will be backing off, taking down that Lord. Friado just onto the top lane, looking for some cleanup. The rest of the team will also be doing the same. And Kamikaze, okay, his name does not have a M. So he's just providing vision out there. And with this, of course, it's Melissa with the flask of voices. She's really, annoying at this point because that's what she need. I mean, just look at her. She has even gone in for the Pauldron for the Freya. So I think very good itemization, because the Freya instead has gone for the BOD as the third item. Should have gone in for the Pauldron because Melissa is way too. She has that bounty on her head.
Yeah, that's the thing. But this is a golden Freya, so maybe they decided onto the fact that this is going to be the only damage source for the side of Team Blood Serpent in order to scale up, because it is a Freya after all. So she might be able to scale up onto that. But it is only possible if the goal lead is favorable for their side, and it is not happening, at least for now. There might be a team fight once again onto the bot side. They might just try to go in. Fury of the Phoenix comes up, connects onto two people. There's a heavy spin as well, but the flicker will be combined right onto the time. Vices tries to go in with the mounted shocker. He will be able to get the kill with the killing spree. The Sky Piercer is able to pop up, and that is going to be a double for him. Might even be a triple, might even go out for the Maniac. Falling Star Moon once again comes up from the Esmeralda, but he will be chasing them down. He might just not be able to do it, but it will be done. This is going to be a Maniac for Kiyoshi, 4 for none, and they are completely diving in from the mid side. They don't have enough minions, but the job should pretty much be done onto here. So yeah, they are directly going out for the rest. Mountain Shocker once again comes up, and the Freya is trying her best, but it won't be done. This time it will be Team Valiant Ghouls able to get the game number one.
I mean, the Team Blood Serpent, they had such a good early. They could have invaded, they could have been so aggressive, yet they played in moderation, they played it safe. And I think some synergy issues popping up towards the late game because Akai was ulting solo, Freya was always solo. With the Freya, you are supposed to dive in, you're supposed to be really aggressive. So, don't really know how it worked out for them because Melissa was untouched, only one death. She was literally scaling, and the funniest part is that Melissa is on a crit build. She's not even on Trinity, and I think a guy should have prioritized the pauldron. He should have prioritized the blade armor, because that's what you need against the Melissa, who is literally shredding you to pieces at this point. And of course, YSS, who has snowballed with a Sky Piercer, really, really hard to kill. So this is what it is. I mean, it is for the first game. Same goes for the Esmeralda. I mean, they had potential. I definitely think that they should have gone for the Pauldron and Blade first, but it is what it is. With this, we will be moving on to the second game. Let's see if it will be a clean sweep or will it be a comeback. So tell me, do you have any thoughts regarding the draft?
I think like if you actually look at the draft, then team Blood Serpent, they went out for the utility kind of a draft where the Hirara should have been the major damage dealer for the side, but it didn't happen unfortunately, and the damage scaling was not exactly there once it reached out onto the mid phase. And the thing was, for the side of team Valiant Ghouls, there was the Melissa who was the major damage dealer, and she was able to scale up with only a single death on her side. So like you have said, if the chastise was prioritized from either of the sides of the members, then maybe they would have been able to sustain quite much onto those team fights compared to before, because the itemizations was halfway done. They decided to go out with the dominant size, but it was only half done. They decided to go out with the chastise, but it was only half done. So trading off itemizations like that is going to be very, very risky for you if the opponent decides to end it as soon as possible before you get the item. So that is going to be the one thing for the side of Team Blood Serpents they might be trying to avoid. This time they might actually go out with a regular draft with the Assassin as well as a gold laner who is a specific marksman out this time, in order to be the reliable damage source.
True, but I think the draft was still counterable. Just like you mentioned, half items. The Zishan, she had already gone in for the anti-heal. So why is the Akai rushing the dominance? He should have rushed the Pauldron. And I definitely think that Freya, the good Freya players, when they are onto the gold lane, they go for the golden staff followed up by a chastise, especially if there's an attack speed in front. So I think that could have bought them a bit more time, because BOD as the third item on Freya, I think that's kind of a bit out of conventional, non-conventional, at least for me. And yep, with this draft though, it's kind of surprising that with such a poke late game centered draft, Team Valiant Ghouls, they still, they managed to take the game into their favor. Kiyoshi as well as O2 kind of untouched, and at the same time, I think the synergy between the Akai, which was, and the Mage, which was really good into the early, kind of broke towards the late. So I think that synergy should be worked up on once again. But here we are into the match 2. This time Team Valiant Ghouls have the first pick. Let's see what will they be banning and what will they be opting for.
I am the power of light and
Valiant Ghouls will be the ones having the first pick for their side. So it is quite possible that the bans are going to be pretty much similar to before, because I think the draft was not exactly the issue, but the execution. So I actually wouldn't be surprised onto the fact that they decide to go out with the same bans as well as probably the same picks, or maybe Valiant Ghouls this time, instead of the Navaria, they might be trying to go out with a crowd control kind of a mage. But still, I think Soul did really well with the Navaria, even if the meteor showers was not up to the point. Sometimes it was mostly up to the point, but the visions as well as the astral echoes were onto the point that gave enough vision for the side of Team Valiant Ghouls to take the neutral objectives. So that is going to be it, and the Guinevere is going to be the addition, let's say, onto the draft this time, and it is pretty much similar to the first, prioritized from the side of Team Valiant Ghouls this time, or maybe they might just go out with a YSS once again as their jungler. So they will be taking the time, and I believe other picks are also available, just like the Eudora is banned, so Paquito is also not available. Hirara, yeah, I've already said about the Hirara. I think she could be done from the side of Team Valiant Ghouls, but I completely forgot about the Marcel. Instead of the Guinevere, it is the Marcel this time.
Yep. Now let's see if Team Valiant Ghouls, they are planning to pick up heroes which can synergize with his ultimate. Or since the Hirara is open, Team Blood Serpent can opt for that Hirara once again, but they do have the option to even pick up anything else. The Barats is open, they might go for it. The Zushin is also open, but I think the Aurora is one of the best counters for Marshall because once he dives
Even
in,
the
he can stun him and give the opportunity. But yeah, just like he said, here we have the Hirara, but now the Hirara really needs to execute her combos, her iframes really well because there is a Marshall in front. One passive and you're stunned. So you need to use up. I think it's kind of a waste because she needs to waste that passive, that immunity she gets,
Sir,
just
what's
to
your command?
figure a way, just to move away from that Marshall's stun passive step. Okay, we have Fanny this time. Last time Team Blood Serpent just banned away the Fanny, but this time it will be open for Kiyoshi to take up. But this also opens up a lot of option for Team Blood Serpent because they can go in for something like a Moscow, they can opt in for a Brody, they can opt in for a suppression, something like a Franco or even a Kufra because it was just banned away in the last match. But this third pick will decide because after this all the counters for Fanny will be banned away by the side of Team Valiant Ghouls.
Yeah, and I kind of love the fact that Valiant Ghouls are going out with the draft, which is, a very confident kind of a draft coming up for this side. Because picking out the Fanny before even banning out the Kufra would be kind of questionable, but I think if QC is able to actually do the scalings and everything, then the Fanny is going to be working out unless and until his purple buff doesn't get invaded right from the start. So the Moscow as well as the Brody is going to be the bans from the side of Team Valiant Ghouls, considering the fact the gold laners from both of the sides are yet to be picked out, and the Claude and the Melissa. So what options, what else do we have onto the gold lane? Maybe a Hanabi this time against a Fanny could be okayish. I think the shield could be giving her more chance to survive, but the other options are still available. They might actually go out with the Freya once again onto the gold lane, but I believe a marksman would be a better option for you, especially if you are only relying on the jungler as your major damage source. So Valiant Ghouls will be responding with the final 2 pick. Mid lane as well as the gold lane are still open. Novaria is still available. They have enough crowd control because of the Marshall, but okay, I haven't seen a Cyclops for a while, and there you go, the Hanabi also comes up.
I think the Hanabi isn't a good pick against the Fanny. She's kind of a sitting duck. I mean, of course she has the Aegis, and towards the late game she will even have the Rose Gold, but then that's still considering if you reach the late game. But instead, the first skill also, the burst from the Fanny isn't enough. I mean, she will just melt down her shield. So I think they should have picked up the Moscow or the Brody instead of the Kufra because I think marksman was needed for the burst potential, but then it's kind of locked because you would want a Moscow, you would want a Brody, and just like I said before, you would want a Melissa. And I think instead of the Kufra picking up a marksman who can literally carry you and can even be safe from a Fanny, could happen better for them. But it is what it is. They are really confident on their Kufra. So let's see how it goes for them. Everything, I think, okayish pick. What can I say? It's an okay. I think even though Mia could have been better than an Irithel here because she really needs a lot of scaling.
Yeah, she needs the Trinity to be specific in order to make sure the damage is actually coming up from her. So a Cyclops is definitely a very situational pick onto this game because we don't see Cyclops quite often compared to the Lilia or even other mid laners. So how Soul is going to be coming up with the Cyclops is going to be one of the questions that will be answered onto this match. This is going to be the match decider for the side of Team Valiant Ghouls, and if Blood Serpent are able to come back from this, they will be forcing a game number 3. So already onto the Land of Dawn, the pokings as well as the level 4 scalings will be done from both of the sides, trying to contest the turtle and get the objectives and get the game as soon as possible. So Asuya, back to you.
And there's look at the EXP battle coming up. It heavily depends on who will be giving the faster rotation because Bharat is really low. Marcel is there. The passive, the stun connects. The Uranus jumps in with the exploding passive. Uses up the first kill. Bharat is really low. Needs to flicker. Okay, he does have the flicker. Will he use it up? Nah, he does not. And the Kufra also comes in clutch. But here is Soul trying to take down that last hit. Here comes Reza with the Lilia poking a lot. The ball from the passive once again. I love how the Bharat is just standing there and trying to hook them in. I think he's just trying to be a bait for them, but then really needs to be safe. The XP needs to be there for the team fight. He needs to get that level 4 because XP is really crucial before the turtle.
I completely agree, and the fact that even if the Barras took so much damage, he didn't use out the flicker, so the precision was definitely onto him, and that could have been quite of a waste of a resource, especially when the turtle is onto the EXP lane. So it can be used out instead for initiating this. The team fight once again. Kufra tries to go in, and the Purify has been forced out by the Uranus. The burst is also coming down, might not be able to sustain, and that is going to be a first blood for the side of Team Blood Serpent this time. Celestial Twilight won't be able to sustain that, and I think the vision is given out, but it should be an uncontested turtle. Marcel tries to dive in, doesn't have the ultimate yet, but there's the Fanny with the engage, and he will be going all in onto Reza, able to steal out the turtle as well. Perfect execution comes up from him. It will be a double as well, and it completely backfired onto the side of Team Blood Serpent. Valiant Ghouls with a 3 for none as well as the turtle for their side.
No, I don't know. Zoe had used up that retribution before because her stun, the first to second combo was on point, but meanwhile Kamikaze with the R, the golden R, Kufra falls off as Hanabi rotates all the way from the top lane, and this is it. You know, when it comes to Hanabi, the passive is just so strong. She can literally 1v1 in the early any marksman. I would say if minions are nearby. I can already see the Erythel kind of struggling and backing off. I think she really needs some smart play out there because she does have the first and second kill code, but meanwhile just look at the blue buff invasion going up and a killing spree for the Fanny. Kyoshi moves out in a really low HP. There we have it. The rest of the team still poking up really low on all the HPs, and here comes the passive from the Marcel. Baraz needs a backup for now. Same goes for Zoe as well as Reza. The blue buff being stolen after the turtle, man. I mean, this is what I was saying. I don't know how the retribution wasn't like her stun was on point. She managed to stun the Fanny, but I think it was the level gap or something. She couldn't win out the retribution. So right now, of course, right now the retribution is such that one level gap can literally cost you a lot of damage. So it is what it is. And Hanabi, of course, she will be doing a great time against Erythel. But then again, Erythel does have the first and second combo. I don't know why she is not able to poke down that Hanabi.
I think like the lane syncing is one of the things that the Hanabi is able to find more advantages onto, because if the Erythel is not able to last it, then the goal will be lesser compared to the Hanabi. Kyoshi just goes in once again, able to get the kill. That is going to be a mega for him. Going now, the next one as well. They might try to go all in with the Tyrant's race. The next one, but they will just be backing off, or maybe not. The damage comes up from Solski this time, able to clean up the mess, and Mesmer will be going down with the 2 for none. Once again, the Fanny, Kyoshi is going all in, playing out really aggressively, like a Fanny is supposed to play it out, and a 3 for none. I guess it's a 4 for none actually, for the side of Team Valiant Ghouls, able to find up the advantage, and should be an uncontested turtle, because I don't believe like the Hirara would be able to contest it out this time. Erythel is really low onto the HP. Kyoshi might just try to go in and take the kill onto the Erythel, able to do it, and he just backs it off. Valiant Ghouls making full use of their early game composition. Kufra tries to dive in once again, doesn't have the Tyrant Rage yet, and Kyoshi will be able to back it off just on time.
Yep, and with this, the stun connects onto Marcel. Mesmer manages to proc that kill with his passive. Uranus joins in, the stun comes in once again from Zoe, and the folks from the Lilia are also hurting, but here comes the lockdown coming in from the Cyclops, followed up by O2, and he literally cooks the enemy. But he is kind of low right now. Barat will be securing that kill, but it is a straight off as Soul grabs that kill. Fanny joins in once again. Zoe is all alone, manages to dash away from the other side of the wall, but I think it's a free turtle. 3 people. Yep, Zoe is recalling. So free turtle for the side of Team Valiant Ghouls. So once again, meanwhile, even the macro, it's kind of surprising that Uranus is making all the way from the bot to the top. Meanwhile, the first tier from the side of Team Blood Serpent from the bot has also been taken away. But here comes some diamond onto the Cyclops. Kiyoshi also comes in along with the passive stance from Kamikaze. With this, the first tier, even from the mid lane, taken away. The macro, the micro, the gold, everything in the hands of Team Valiant Goals. And I definitely think next would be the top lane, since Irithel is there all alone. And Team Valiant Goals might look for that solo target. They do have the mobility. Meanwhile, just look at the Kufra soloing into the bot, providing some vision. But at this time, the Astrologan coming in from the Star Moon's damage, as well as the Arhanavi just takes down Mesmer. And this is what I was talking about. Even in the previous game, it's like the tank is way too away, far away from the side of Team Blood Serpent, soloing when they are so diff, so back into the goal. Why not stay with your team?
Completely agree. Zoe is getting invaded onto the orange. Might not be able to take it, but there you go. Kiyoshi comes up with the finishing move. Gets the cutthroat as well as gets the godlike. I think the cutthroat was not even used. So he has been an absolute menace right from the start. And I think the Fanny has the Sky Piercer for her. So, the stacks is also there from the Fanny. And most probably there was the invasion onto here. Look at that. Kiyoshi completely goes all in, able to get the kill. This is from the second turtle actually. Before the second turtle. And they were able to fight it off completely from here. And Valiant Ghouls have quite of an advantage already, but they will be trying to end this game as soon as possible, because regardless of the fact that you have the advantage, you would try to clean up the mess as soon as possible, because you don't want to be extending out onto a game you're already sealed the deal with. So the neutral objective is going to be one of the things. I think the turtle will be spawning, or maybe they might not go out for the turtle, but okay, they will be going out for the third one. Should be a perfect one for Kiyoshi. No signs of contention coming out from the side of Team Blood Serpent. At this point, I believe only a miracle could do something for the side of Team Blood Serpent. Perfect flicker comes up from Solski, able to just dodge the nom-nom, and there is O2 able to cook the Barats. Just dive in, complete tower dive in from the side of Team Valiant Ghouls. Once again, the HP is completely low, and that is going to be a triple. Uses out the turret revenge, and the Cooper will be able to escape. But it might actually be a maniac for her. She completely goes in. That is a maniac for the Hanabi. O2 is definitely cooking onto this game. Might even be a Savage trying to dive in. Once again, Hirara goes back. The Cyclops is able to use the Cyclone Eye, but it gets cancelled out. CC immune, as well as the turret damage has been taken out from the Uranus, still able to escape regardless of the fact how aggressively they went out. Purify was forced out, but once again a win for the side of Team Valiant Ghouls.
Definitely, and a lot of kills here and there. Hanabi, if I could see the build, I think she has gone in for crit build once again. Even though there's a Cobra. And yet with this, the Golfon coming up, the inhibitors as well as the holy shields are kind of toppling. The goals are on 4 members. Pretty good. The passive also connects. And of course O2. The damage is way too much and Zoe falls down. Uranus just healing back up. And at this point, nothing much to say. It's 24-4. Way too much EXP gap. Way too much micro gap. Uranus dives in. Kyoshi might follow up along with the passive stun coming in from our photographer boy. But here comes the Supra trying to lock them down onto the wall. But going near the wall is something you really do not want to do. The Tyrant's Revenge trying to shut down the Fanny. But it is what it is. But look at that Hanabi with the Aegis right inside. The way she's healing her back again.
Oh my god.
Triple kill for her. Another maniac. She is trying to look for that maniac, but it is Zoe trying to just move away the minions, trying to secure their base for now. And with this, just look at the Marcel as well as the damage from the Hanabi. She is completely farmed.
Look at
Nothing
Soul.
is happening. I mean, just look at the Soul taking away the Cloud, literally trolling them at this point. But the entire team is back up. Barats does not really have those stacks. So, I don't know, will they be backing off, waiting for the next Lord? Let's just look at the Hanabi at this point. She's not even scared, just soloing all alone. Not even any backup around. But then, it is what it is. Maybe they go for the next Lord.
Yeah, they should be going on for the Lord actually, because regardless of the fact you did got the inhibitors and everything, I think you would not like to actually risk it out, trying to take out more of the members and directly go out for the neutrals. And there was the golden hour once again, and this was the maniac for O2 most probably, because he completely went all in. The Higan mana actually connected on to 3 people, and there was the complete type. The Titan's Ravens was used out from the Kufra in order to take down Marcel, but still, look at him completely diving in. If the Hirara was, actually nearby, then could have been a savage as well. But the Lord has been slain, and it will be going out for the side of Team Valiant Ghouls. Should be a done deal for them, and should be, a game over unless and until, I've already said it out, a miracle could be coming up. Which is less likely, but there's the immobilized. Once again, Nesper is able to go back. Once again, the golden hour connects onto the Erithel, will be completely bursted down from the hands of Solski. They will be completely driving in. Kiyoshi is not able to get the deal done, but that is going to be O2 once again able to cook them, and he gets the double. Tries out for the triple as well, but the base crystal could be completely wide open, but they are trying to just dive in onto it as well. The Uranus gets bursted down, and just like that, the crystal is wide open. They are going out for the end, or maybe O2 is trying to get off more kills onto that. That is going to be the burst, and just like that, Valiant Ghouls will be able to get the clean sweep as well as the second game for the side.
Victory!
Well, pretty aggressive gameplay coming in from the side of Team Valiant Ghouls once again. And I think it's the same. I think for the side of Team Blood Serpent, they do have some synergy issues. So I hope when they practice more, they're able to improve the synergy, because I think they miss a lot of points where they can capitalize on. So regardless, the draft was good. I definitely think instead of the Kufra, they could have gone in for a different marksman. Just like I said, all the marksmen, the Brody and the Moscow will be banned away. So why not just pick it up before the second phase? Because Kufra is Kufra. You could have gone in even for a Franco for the suppression, because the way the Fanny was diving, Franco could have, the way she was so aggressive, Kiyoshi, Franco could have been the perfect option there, just saving his ult for the Fanny. So maybe a bit better synergy, a bit better onto the draft. And regardless, pretty good game from both the sides. But with this, it is a clean sweep for the side of Team Valiant Ghouls, and we will be taking a short break. Do stay tuned, because the next scrims, the next best of 3 will be coming up really soon.
गुड इवनिंग लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, आप सभी को स्वागत करता हूं मैं एसटीजी। मेरे साथ रहेंगे शिनरा फॉर द गेम नंबर 2 ऑफ द नाइट और ये होगा मोबा वार्मअप क्लास सीरीज में जो कि पावर किया गया अल्गैम्बो स्पोर्ट्स की तरफ से। बाय द वे एक अच्छी सी न्यूज़ है आप सभी के लिए कि हमारी जो डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर की फैमिली है वो 2000 स्ट्रांग हो चुकी है। जी हाँ, वी लव यू 2000 एंड आई होप कि हमें 3000 मिल जाए जल्दी से जल्दी। तो उसके लिए आप जल्दी से जल्दी जो है ज्वाइन कर लीजिए डिस्कॉर्ड सर्वर को, क्योंकि यहाँ पे मिलेगा आपको एक्साइटिंग इन्फो अबाउट द न्यू इवेंट्स ऑफ अल्गैम्बो स्पोर्ट्स। और सिर्फ उतना ही नहीं, अगर आप अकेले खेलते हो इस गेम को मोबा 5v5 में तो फिर आपको बहुत सारे लोग मिल जाएंगे टू प्ले विद योरसेल्फ, आई मीन टू प्ले विद यू गाइस ऑफ कोर्स। क्योंकि देखिए 2000 मेंबर्स, तो उनमें से कोई 4 मेंबर्स तो होंगे जो आपके साथ टैग अप करके एक पूरी टीम बना के खेलेंगे।
बिल्कुल, और लाइक ऐसा प्रीमियम एक्सपीरियंस आपको कहीं और मिलेगा भी नहीं भाई। लाइक आप यहाँ पे देखिए, क्वालिटी देखिए आप यहाँ पे जिस तरीके से चल रही है इस समय मोबा वार्मअप क्लास सीरीज की यहाँ पे बात चल रही थी। दूसरा मैच यहाँ पे स्टार्ट होने वाला है एसटीजी, वो रहने वाले 2 टीम्स के बीच में। और वो 2 जो टीम्स है वो कौन कौन सी रहेंगी लेट्स सी यहाँ पे क्योंकि हम कुछ ही देर में यहाँ पे जाने वाले हैं ड्राफ्टिंग फेज की तरफ। ड्राफ्टिंग फेज से याद आया, यहाँ पे एसटीजी कुछ नए चेंजेस हमें देखने को मिल रहे हैं। मेटा की तरफ कुछ नए शिफ्ट्स हमें देखने को मिल रहे हैं। हंजो मैं बोलूँगा यहाँ पे काफी अच्छे तरीके से निकल के आए रिसेंटली और बहुत ज्यादा नॉय कर रहे हैं इस समय। उसके साथ साथ मेलेसा भी गोल्ड लेन पे उनका भी मैं कहूँगा बहुत अच्छी तरीके से आरंभ हुआ है अभी। और लाइक देखा जाए तो लाइक टॉप 3 पिक्स में तो वो रहती है एमएम के रूप में मेलेसा पिक। और जिस तरीके से अभी मेटा पे चल रही है तो लाइक एक बोल सकता हूँ कि वो भी एक भारी इम्पैक्ट छोड़ती हुई जाती है। तो क्या लगता है आपको कि कौन से ऐसे हीरोज रहेंगे जिनके ऊपर टीम जो है हमें कहीं ना कहीं फाइटिंग करती हुई दिख सकती है?
इस इन्वोकर वर्सेस गॉडफादर का ये मैच ऑब्वियसली बहुत अच्छा होने वाला है। लास्ट डे गॉडफादर ने टीम मैवरिक्स को हराया था, तो आज उनका पाला जो पड़ा है वो चैंपियंस ऑफ क्लास फॉर स्टारलाइट के अगेंस्ट पड़ा है। इस इन्वोकर ये टीम आंधी की तरह आई, तूफान की तरह जो है टाइटल्स छीन के चली गई वैलेंट गोल्स के हाथों से। हम हमेशा कहते रहे कि वैलेंट गोल्स टॉप कंटेंडर है, मॉरियन रॉयल्स टॉप कंटेंडर है, लेकिन इस टीम ने आके जो है भावकाल मचा दिया था पूरे फाइनल्स में। तो अभी देखते हैं क्या होने वाला है स्क्रिम पे। कल इन्होंने बहुत ही अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस दिखाया स्क्रिम्स में, आज भी उनका स्क्रिम्स में मैच है। अच्छी बात है कि इस इन्वोकर भी जो है वो एक्टिव हो रही है स्क्रिम में, क्योंकि उससे क्या होगा ना कि आपको अपनी जो अपोनेंट्स की ताकत है उसके बारे में समझ आएगी और आपको थोड़ा और इजी हो जाएगा टू विन सम टूर्नामेंट्स एंड टू बिकम द चैंपियन ऑफ द नेक्स्ट इवेंट्स ऑफ अल्गैम्बो स्पोर्ट्स। ये देखिए हिरारा की बैन, अटलास की बैन, सोडो द यूडोरा इज गेटिंग बैन एज वेल। इस तरफ से हमने बराज और बेलरिक और मार्शल 3 पोटेंशियल सस्टेन रोमर एज वेल एज वन ऑफ द EXP लेनर को यहाँ पे बैन किया गया है, क्योंकि बरास आजकल ज्यादा EXP में देखा जा रहा है देन जंगल। नाउ द फर्स्ट पिक इज अबाउट टू कम एंड एज बेलरिक बैन हुआ है शिनरा, तो आई फील लाइक कि देयर इज अ चांस कि हमें एक मेलिसा देखने को मिले यहाँ पर इस इन्वोकर के साइड से या फिर गॉडफादर की साइड में। दोनों तरफ is open right now, they can take it, but other than that Lilia in the mid can also be a option, but no, they're gonna go for Pakito here। ये भी एक अच्छी बात है कि, लेकिन मेरा ये कहना है कि Pakito आपने अर्ली थोड़ा पिक कर लिया, क्योंकि अभी सामने यूरेनस आ सकता है। there is a chance for a Phobius, there is a chance for a Freya, ये सारी पिक्स खुली है और आपने Pakito पिक कर लिया है, तो डेफिनेटली आपको थोड़ा सा जो है प्रॉब्लम होने वाला है। लेकिन अगर ये Pakito गोल्ड पे खेला जा रहा है शिनरा, then that will be another thing। but ये देखिए एस्मरल्डा, I mean, if not the Uranus, then the Esmeralda।
बिल्कुल, पकीतो का काउंटर आप बोल सकते हैं यहाँ पे, कुछ को चाहिए होगा यहाँ पे इनको काउंटर करने के लिए तो फ्रेंड लेनर्स को। लेट्स सी अगर डायरोथ की तरफ जाते हुए दिखते हैं या नहीं। डायरोथ एक अच्छा काउंटर हो सकता है, आप इसे सस्टेन कर सकते हैं वो टीम फाइट में, और लाइक एस्मेराल्डा को भी इजीली जो है यहाँ पे दिक्कत जाते हुए दिख सकते हैं। पकीतो में भी शायद गोल्ड लेन की तरफ जाते हुए दिख सकते हैं शायद से, लेकिन अभी पक्का नहीं है। चलिए वाइसस ओके, तो जंगलर के रूप में वाइसस यहाँ पे आते हुए दिखेंगे। EXP अभी भी ओपन है, बट लेट्स सी क्या उठाना चाहेंगे EXP पे। यूरेनस उठाया गया है यहाँ पे, ओके सस्टेन के सामने थोड़ा सस्टेन लेते हुए जाएंगे, लेकिन यहाँ पे बहुत बड़ी दिक्कत आपको अब ये आई है कि आपके पास सिर्फ एक वाइसस ही ऐसा जो है हीरो है वो रेंज में रहेगा। उसके अलावा आपके पास कुछ ऐसा हीरो रही है जो बर्स्ट डाउन कर सके। यस मेज में आप थोड़ा सा बना लेंगे, बट कितनी देर तक आप उसको सेव रख पाएंगे? एक बार मेज आपका गया तो आपकी पूरी की पूरी टीम जो है उनके पास ऐसा बर्स्ट डैमेज नहीं रहेगा, और एस्मेराल्डा इजीली वो डैमेज सुकअप कर सकती है। पकीतो की जो शील्ड आई है वहां से वो बहुत ज्यादा दिक्कत होगा। काजा के साथ बात करें, अल्टीमेट वहां पे लगेगा, यहाँ पे जो है डिवाइन बाइंडिंग बेसिकली जो है वो आती हुई दिखी, जजमेंट तो भी चला गया है। उसके साथ साथ अगर बात करें मिनोटोर बैन हुआ है, मेलिसा यहाँ पे बैन किया जाएगा, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट। और उसी के साथ साथ आखिरी बैन आता हुआ दिखेगा, लेट्स सी अगर वो कैरी रहते हैं यहाँ पे, नहीं यहाँ पे किया जाएगा कार्मिला को बैन, इंटरेस्टिंग बैन। और उसके साथ यहाँ पे ब्रॉडी को बैन किया गया है।
जूलियन इनटू द जंगल मुझे पसंद है क्योंकि मेरा वन ऑफ द फेवरेट हीरो है, मैं इसमें बहुत ज्यादा स्पैम करता हूँ इनटू द रैंक्स, बट यहाँ पे मैं थोड़ा सा स्केप्टिकल रहूंगा उस चीज के ऊपर क्योंकि पकीतो इज देयर एंड यू कैन नॉट श्रेड अ यूरेनस ऑफ कोर्स विद द एनहांस स्किल 1 जो कि चेन होता है या फिर एनहांस स्वॉर्ड स्क्वाइट एंड चेन। तो ये तीनों चीजों से आपको मुश्किल होगा थोड़ा सा यूरेनस को टॉर्मेंट करना, बट इट्स ओके। कंफर्ट में जाना चाहते हैं नॉइजी, दैट्स व्हाई ही पिक्ड इट अप, बट अगेंस्ट एस इन्वोकर मुझे लग रहा है थोड़ा सा हल्के में ले रहे उस टीम को, क्योंकि जूलियन के अलावा यहाँ पे बहुत सारी अच्छी पिक्स मौजूद थी। आप कहना कि लिंग यूज कर सकते थे, देयर वाज अ चांस फॉर अ नोलन टू कम अप एज वेल, बट इट्स फाइन। कभी कभार ऑफ मेटा भी काम देता है, कभी कभार अपने खुद की जो पिक्स होती है वो भी बढ़िया चलता है। बट ये देखिए बर्स्ट की बातें हो रही थी, रेंज की बातें हो रही थी, मथिल्डा यहाँ पर लाए हैं लेकिन नॉट एज पर द रेंज टू द अटैक बट एज पर द रेंज टू गेट आउट फ्रॉम द सिचुएशन। ये एक अच्छी बात है, आप डिफेंसिव वे में जा रहे हो और साथ ही साथ आपके पास एक जूशिन है। जूशिन यहाँ पर मोस्टली क्राउड कंट्रोल का काम करेगी क्योंकि क्राउड कंट्रोल जो है वो थोड़ा सा सीमित लग रहा है फ्रॉम एस इन्वोकर, तो उन्हें उसकी जरूरत थी एंड जूशिन यहाँ पर एक एस कार्ड बन के आए हैं इनके टीम के लिए। और ये देखिए सामने वैलेंटीना, ये भी एक अच्छी पिक। और मैं आपको बता देना चाहता हूँ सामने जिन्होंने वैलेंटीना लिया है वो इंडिया नंबर 4 वैलेंटीना है, ऋतिक। इज अ वेरी नाइस वैलेंटीना प्लेयर एंड उन्होंने अपना कंफर्ट लिया है, तो डेफिनेटली ये मैच बहुत अच्छा होने वाला है। लेकिन वैलेंटीना यहाँ पे कौन सी अल्टीमेट चुरा सकती है उसके बारे में बात करते हैं। क्रिम्सन बेकन फ्रॉम जूशिन, मथिल्डा की जो ईगल है सर्कलिंग ईगल वो भी लिया जा सकता है, और ईशनशिन की माउंटेन शॉकर रेंज के लिए नहीं बल्कि जोन के लिए लिया जा सकता है क्योंकि आप जोन आउट कर सकते हो कि कौन कहाँ पे खड़ा है एंड मेनली पकीतो कहाँ पे खड़ा है, क्योंकि पकीतो यहाँ पर थोड़ा सा स्निकी गेम खेलेंगे क्योंकि दैट्स व्हाट द पकीतो डू। बट हियर वी आर लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, जल्दी से जल्दी हम जाने वाले लैंड ऑफ डॉन में, लेकिन उससे पहले बात करते हैं डैमेज आउटपुट की। गॉडफादर के पास डैमेज आउटपुट बहुत हाई है। सर्वाइवेबिलिटी की बात करेंगे तो वो एस इन्वोकर बाजी मारती हुई दिख रही है।
बिल्कुल, यहाँ पे मैं वही सोच रहा था कि मिडिल लेन पे वैलेंटीना जरूर अपने कंफर्ट के साथ गए हैं, लेकिन अगर यहाँ पे ना लूनॉक्स अगर आ जाता है एक बार को तो आपके मतलब सोने पे सुहागा हो जाता। आपके पास 2 डीपीएस रहते हैं इजिली, फ्रंट लेन भी आपके सारे अच्छी तरीके से मेल्टडाउन हो जाते। आपके पास लाइक एक मैं बोलूंगा इम्यूनिटी भी रहता जिसके कारण आप बच के यहाँ पे निकल सकते थे। और काजा के साथ अगर आप जोड़ देंगे यहाँ पे जो लूनॉक्स है बेसिकली वो अल्टीमेट में डैमेज में जाते हुए पीछे आराम से उनको निकाल सकते थे, और लाइक काजा के अल्टीमेट में 2 से 3 बंदे आप निकाल पाएंगे। मैं बोलूंगा वैलेंटीना यहाँ पे बुरा नहीं है, यस वहां पे काम करेगा। ओके, अरे भाई साहब ज्यादा इतना हीला है यहाँ पे वैलेंटीना का।
मैं कहूंगा वैलेंटीना के साथ जूलियन का कॉम्बिनेशन बढ़िया बैठेगा क्योंकि आपको चाहिए था कुछ मैजिक में एंड जूलियन विल बी द वन जो वो उस खाली जगह को फिल करते हुए दिखेंगे। एंड ऑब्वियसली जूलियन फर्स्ट पिक में फर्स्ट बिल्ड पे तो कभी भी मैजिक नहीं बनाएंगे। आर्कन बूट जरूर बना रहे हैं लेकिन एक प्रॉपर आइटम अगर देखेंगे तो वो फेदर ऑफ हेवन के लिए जाएंगे और उसके बाद विंड स्टॉकर भी डाल सकते हैं थोड़ा सा अटैक स्पीड पाने के लिए, एंड देन वो जाएंगे होली क्रिस्टल, डिवाइन क्लेव, मोस्टली कंसंट्रेटेड एनर्जी, ये सारी चीजों के लिए मैं कभी कभार जीनियस पॉइंट बना लेता हूँ ताकि तो अर्ली गेम पे मुझे थोड़ा सा पेनिट्रेशन मिले। बट लुक एट इट, स्टार्टिंग से ही यहाँ पर छोटा छोटा पोक हमें देखने को मिल मिड लेन पे, और क्लॉड भी बहुत ही ज्यादा डिफेंसिव वे में खेल रहे क्योंकि उनको पता है सामने एक पकीतो खड़ा है। और ये देखिए आगे गए हैं, जोन आउट करेंगे, काजा ऑन टू द मिड एंड पीछे हटेंगे, लेकिन उससे पहले फर्स्ट ब्लड सिक्योर होगा। ऋतिक गोज इन, यहाँ पर एक के बनाम एक का चीन करते हुए टीम लुक एट द स्काइज, एनहांस वन नाइसली गोना गेट इट अवे फ्रॉम द हैंड ऑफ एस इन्वोकर। 2-1 के साथ ये स्टार्ट किया है, एक कैजुअलिटी के बदले 2 उनसे छीना।
बढ़िया स्थिति है वहां पे, और उसी के साथ पीछे नॉकअप किया जाएगा, बचने का प्रयास करेंगे ऋतिक, उनको पीछे जाना पड़ेगा। इस समय बॉटम लेन की बात करें जो आएगा जरूर, प्रहार होता हुआ पकीतो, लेकिन सरवाइव करते हुए निकलेंगे पीछे। टर्टल का आगमन हो चुका है, टर्टल के लिए टीम आती हुई दिखेगी। अर्ली गेम में काजा थोड़ा सा खुशी रहता है, जब तक आपके थंडर बेल्ट नहीं बनते, उसमें स्टैक नहीं बनते 10 से 12 स्टैक, तब तक आपका काजा जो है वो बहुत ज्यादा मैं बोलूंगा यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा खुशी रहता है, और वो हमें आता हुआ दिख रहा है। वो थोड़े से भारी पड़ते हुए दिख रहे हैं, फाइटर अंदर की तरफ जाते देखेंगे। ओके वाइस यहाँ पे अल्टीमेट का इस्तेमाल ऑलरेडी कर दिया है, और उसी के साथ साथ पीछे से फाइट अभी भी चलेगी। नॉइजी यहाँ से आएंगे और उसी के साथ जराइन को खत्म करते हुए दिखेंगे। अभी भी जो है बेसिक अटैक का इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा, पीछे डैमेज देते हुए वैलेंटिना आते हुए नॉइजी डबल किल लेते हुए जाएंगे। और स्थिति यहाँ पे थोड़ी सी मैं बोलूंगा बढ़िया तरीके से चलाते हुए दिख रहे टीम गॉडफादर की तरफ से। नॉइजी वो कमाल का यहाँ पे खेल रहे हैं। जूलियन की बात की जाए तो 3 किल उनके इस समय मिल चुके हैं। तो अगले गेम पे थोड़ा सा जो लाइक चाहिए होता है स्नोबॉल, वो यहाँ पे मिल चुका है, जिसके कारण अब वो बहुत ज्यादा यहाँ पे डैमेज देते हुए दिखेंगे। और जूलियन की सबसे बड़ी बात, अच्छी बात मेरे को ये लगती है ना कि आप कॉम्बो ना हिसाब से, फाइट के हिसाब से एडजस्ट कर सकते हो। अगर आपको डैमेज के लिए जाना है, डैमेज वाला कॉम्बो आप यूज कर सकते हैं, जो रहता है यहाँ पे बेसिकली 3-2-1 का, वो वाला कॉम्बो आप लगा सकते हैं। नहीं तो अगर बच के निकलना या चेस डाउन करना है तो वो आप लगा सकते हैं एनहांस स्किल जो आपकी रहती है एंड में सेकंड स्किल इस्तेमाल करते हुए। तो और या अगर आपको सीसी चाहिए तो लाइक एनहांस स्किल आपने 3rd यूज कर दी तो वहां पे जो है फिर आपकी जो है वो यहाँ पे सीसी पड़ते हुए दिखता है। उसी के साथ पीछे पकड़ने का प्रयास करेंगे, लेकिन काजा वो डॉज करते हुए जाएंगे बहुत ही इजीली। उसी के साथ यहाँ पे डिवाइन बाइंडिंग का इस्तेमाल किया है, पीछे तरफ जाते हुए देखेंगे की तरफ से डैमेज आता हुआ और यहाँ पे वाइसेस को फिनिश ऑफ कर दिया जाएगा। पकी तो वहां पे मौजूदा रहेंगे और ये जैब के साथ शट डाउन दिया जाएगा यहाँ पे नॉइजी को फाइनली। उसी के साथ साथ पीछे की तरफ आते हुए देख सकते हैं काजा वहां पे मौजूदा है और पीछे से आएंगे, स्लो डाउन करने का प्रयास, डैमेज रिडक्शन मिलेगा। उसी के साथ साथ ब्लेजन डुओ का इस्तेमाल किया है और किलिंग स्प्रे उठाते हुए वैलेंटिना कमाल का यहाँ पे खेलते हुए सपोर्ट उनकी तरफ से कमाल का आता हुआ अल्टीमेट उठाते हुए जाएंगे। और यहाँ पे चलिए वो उठा चुके हैं सिम बेकन, लेट्स सी किस तरीके से इस्तेमाल होता हुआ दिखेगा। लेकिन दूसरी साइड की बात करें, टॉप लेन पे वहां पे 1v1 चल रहा है भाई आराम से, लेकिन माना नहीं है, एस्मराल्डा को जल्दी जाना पड़ेगा माना लेने के लिए।
Moreover, it's a boring lane on the EXP क्योंकि दोनों ही सस्टेन की कुछ मायने रखते हैं वहां पर। इतना ज्यादा फाइट आपको देखने को नहीं मिलेगा उनकी तरफ से, या फिर कोई कैजुअलिटी आपको देखने को नहीं मिलेगा। दैट्स व्हाई दे आर डिवाइन बाइंडिंग का इस्तेमाल यहाँ पर मेगा किल सिक्योर करेंगे। ऋतिक रोनल को डाउन करते हुए वहां पर, और ये देखिए डबल की ओर जाते हुए यहाँ पर हान जेरा आए थे, उनकी फेवरेट हीरो वो खेल रहे हैं अभी कंफर्ट में, वो भी है यूरेनस। दी आएंगे पीछे से, उससे पहले क्रिस्टल यहाँ पर खुलता हुआ, लेकिन उससे पहले सासाकी ने यहाँ पर टर्टल को सिक्योर किया है। एक टर्टल यहाँ पर जाता हुआ इस इन्वोकर के हाथों में, एक टर्टल गॉडफादर के हाथों में गया था। थिंग आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट, लाइक आपने पहले दी को डाउन किया था एंड उसके बाद टर्टल छीनने में थोड़ी सी मुश्किल हुई। हाँ जेरा चेज डाउन करते हुए यहाँ पर एनहांस स्काई का इस्तेमाल, पीछे हटेंगे जूलियन और जाएंगे सीधा अपने ब्लू बफ के पास। कोई बात नहीं, ज्यादा मतलब आदान प्रदान नहीं हुआ है ट्रेड का, बट स्टिल टीम गॉडफादर यहाँ पर हाई लेवल में है विद द माइक्रो 7-3 का आप वो डिफरेंस देख सकते हो। पर थोड़ा सा चूक गए यहाँ पर लेजेंडरी पैंटर, वो अगर थोड़े पहले आते और पहले आके अगर फॉलो अप देते तो फिर कुछ चीजें अलग दिखती यहाँ पे। लेकिन उससे पहले एक छोटी सी फाइट का आगाज, अमाउंट शॉक रिलीज हुआ, ट्रिपल डाउन गोज इन, सैटर्न couldn't manage to go back. Easy accumulation of the Roma from Godfather. जरूरत थी पहले माउंट शॉकर से जोन किया और ये देखिए रिवेंज यहाँ पर लेते हुए सर्कलिंग ईगल का इस्तेमाल, पीछे से क्लॉड आते हुए बीएमआई का इस्तेमाल करेंगे, आगे बढ़ते हुए एनहांस चेन का इस्तेमाल किया है ऋतिक, फाइनल ब्लो यहाँ पर चुराते हुए। बहुत ही बढ़िया टीम गॉडफादर यहाँ पे रोर करती हुई दिख रही है। आप देख सकते हैं जिस तरीके से रोटेशन आ रही है, जिस तरीके से वो यहाँ पर खिलवाड़ रच रहे हैं एक चैंपियन टीम के अगेंस्ट, इस तरीके का परफॉर्मेंस देना लाजवाब। फिर से डिवाइन बाइंडिंग, रोनल यहाँ पर नहीं टिक पाएंगे, टॉर्मेंट करने के लिए हानजेरा के ऊपर जाते हुए हानजेरा को रिटेलिएट करना पड़ेगा। इतना ज्यादा डैमेज अभी आ रहा है टीम गॉडफादर की तरफ से, और जब आपका स्नो बॉलिंग ऐसा हो तो मैं बोलूंगा कि जूलियन को स्काई पे से जाना चाहिए।
बिल्कुल, यहाँ पे एक बात नोटिस करेंगे आप, वो किल्स के ऊपर जरूर जीत रहे हैं, लेकिन आप स्ट्रक्चर की बात करें वहां पे इस इन्वोकर जीत रहे हैं। नोटिस करिए जब भी टीम फाइट वगैरह होती है मौके का फायदा उठाते हैं और टीम फाइट जीते अगर या हारे उसको पूरा कंपेंसेशन कर जाते हैं वो। अब मिड के टरेट की आप हालत देखिए कितनी ज्यादा खराब हो चुकी है, अब लगातार उसको डिफेंड करना पड़ेगा। अगर वहां से भी आपने लूज किया मिड का टावर तो आपका जंगल एक्सपेंशन खुल जाएगा, जिसके कारण अब और अच्छे से फिर रोटेशन जो है आपके जंगल की तरफ होगा और ये दिक्कत का सामना आपको करना पड़ेगा फिर। तो यहाँ पे आपको थोड़ा सा संभल के खेलना पड़ेगा। यस स्किल्स इंपॉर्टेंट है, लेकिन उससे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप जब भी फाइट ले रहे हैं वो किस पर्पस से आप फाइट ले रहे हैं। उसी के साथ डिवाइन यहाँ पे आता हुआ दिखेगा, नई तरफ जाने का प्रयास, मेज को पहले ही फिनिश ऑफ कर दिया जाएगा। लेजेंडरी पेंथर वहां पे मौजूदा, पीछे की तरफ आते हुए देखेंगे, वायसस यहाँ पे मौजूदा रहेंगे। और ये देखिए खत्म हुआ फाइट, अब गए सीधा बॉटम का जो टरेट है वो निकालने का प्रयास करेंगे, ये अच्छी स्ट्रेटेजी है। फटाफट से निकाल देंगे, क्योंकि उधर की साइड से अभी जो है रोटेशन आएगा नहीं। ये बढ़िया रहा। अब चलिए स्ट्रक्चर के ऊपर भी बढ़त होती हुई दिखेगी। अब मैं बोलूंगा कि यहाँ पे गॉडफादर्स वो थोड़ा सा जो गेम है अब अपने कंट्रोल में रहती हुई जाएगी। मैप का टेम्पो जो है उनकी तरफ से अब सेट हो चुका है एंड दे गेट इन द जोन, और वो जोन जो है उनकी तरफ से अब पूरा आता हुआ दिख रहा है। यहाँ पे प्रॉपर रोटेशन आती हुई 3 मैन जाएंगे सीधा। बिड का अभी क्लियर किया है, टॉप की तरफ जाती हुई दिखेगी रोटेशन इस समय।
जिस चीज के लिए यहाँ पर जेरो ने लिया था मथिल्डा की रोनल को वो आउट पोजीशन से निकाल पाए, वो चीज नहीं दिखने को मिल रहा है। फॉलिंग स्टॉर्म का इस्तेमाल, डिवाइन बाइंडिंग यहाँ पर इस्तेमाल करेंगे, लेकिन कैचअप नहीं कर पाएंगे किसी को अपने उस बाइंडिंग में। बट लुक एट इट, यहाँ पे जोन आता हुआ जोनल की तरफ से, लेकिन रोनल जो है वो थोड़ा सा पीछे रहेंगे क्योंकि 3 बार उनको जो है डाउन कर दिया गया है, तो वो थोड़े से वनरेबल पोजीशन में हमेशा फंस रहे एंड इस्तेमाल नहीं कर पा रहे उस गाइडिंग विंड का अच्छे से। यहाँ देखिए जितना डैमेज ये प्रदान कर रहे हैं नॉइजी, इट डज नो कि उनके पास अभी बहुत ज्यादा अटैक स्पीड आ चुका है, मैजिक पेनिट्रेशन है, तो उसके कारण वो पूरा जो है इस्तेमाल करते हुए दिख रहे ईच एंड एवरी टीम फाइट पर, और वो डर भी नहीं रहे, यूनिवर्स के ऊपर सीधा कूद रहे। और ये देखिए जोन यहाँ पर सैटर्न की तरफ से ऑन टू दैट पैसिव ऑफ काजा। ये चीज होता है, काजा की पैसिव जो है वो आपको सिर्फ स्लो डाउन नहीं करती है बल्कि काजा की एचपी को बढ़ाती है। That's why Kaja can go for the invade, can go for a early game accession kind of thing. पर यहाँ देखिए मीनियंस की टोली जिसकी बात शिंडा कर रहे थे कि लाइक मीनियंस यहाँ पर लेन प्रेशर डाल रहे हो, और अगर आप फाइट में जीत रहे हो, अगर आप किल्स डिफरेंस में ज्यादा हो, वो ट्राई कर रहे कि वो मैप को ओपन करे, वो ट्राई कर रहे कि मैक्रो पे खेला जाएगा। तो एक चैंपियन माइंडसेट होता है जब मैक्रो को आप समझते हो, जब मैक्रो के ऊपर जो है फोकस्ड रहते हो। टर्टल तीसरी वो गई थी टीम गॉडफादर के हाथों में, तो ये पहली लॉर्ड किसके हाथों में जाएगी? शिन्ना क्विक।
बिल्कुल, और उसी के साथ बहुत बड़ा रिसोर्सेज वहां पे वेस्ट किया काजा ने। कोशिश करी थी पकड़ने की, लेकिन बचते हुए वहां पे निकल गए, जिसके कारण अब थोड़ी सी समस्या आई कि लॉर्ड फाइट के लिए आपके पास जो सबसे बड़ा वेपन था आपके पास काजा का डिवाइन, यहाँ पे मैं कहूंगा बाइंडिंग, वो आपके पास मौजूदा नहीं रहेगा, और उसका कूलडाउन भी बहुत ज्यादा रहता है, जिसके कारण आपकी पूरी टीम को पीछे हटना पड़ेगा। और ये देखिए लगातार यहाँ पे मिनिंग क्लियर करते हुए दिखेंगे। उसी के साथ साथ लॉर्ड के ऊपर लॉर्ड का इस्तेमाल अभी करते हुए दिख रहे हैं, और ये लॉर्ड किसी भी तरीके से लेने का प्रयास करेंगे, कोशिश रहेगा इस बार, लेकिन मार्क डाउन करते हुए जाएंगे सीधा यूरेनस को पकड़ने का प्रयास करेंगे, लेकिन यूरेनस पूरा सस्टेन करते हुए निकलेंगे, लेकिन आखिर में ताराशाही होते हुए जाएंगे। डिवाइन बाइंडिंग का इस्तेमाल, लेकिन पूरी तरीके से बचते हुए निकल जाएंगे, और लॉर्ड को भी सैक्रिफाइस करना पड़ेगा। एस इन्वोकर्स उनको पीछे हटना पड़ेगा, और ये लॉर्ड अब उनको डिफेंड करना पड़ेगा। आपके पास स्थिति अच्छी जा रही थी, दूसरी तरफ आप जा सकते थे, लेकिन वहां से स्थिति आपकी खराब होती हुई गई, और लगातार यहाँ पे डैमेज आता हुआ गया है। उसी के साथ फ्लिकर का इस्तेमाल करेंगे, सैक्रिफाइस हो गई ऋतिक, लेकिन एक पेन मैं बोलूंगा जो कोर थे उनको फिनिश ऑफ किया है। वाइसेस को भी अकेले पकीतो यहाँ पे बचे हैं, और यही आपका मैं बोलूंगा सबसे ज्यादा दिक्कत रहता है जब भी आप फाइटर गोल्ड लेनर की तरफ जाते हैं। आपके पास एमएम नहीं है, वो बस डीपीएस आपके पास नहीं आ पाएगा। यस, आपके पास एक बस्ट आ सकता है, लेकिन वो लॉर्ड और मिनियंस क्लियर करने पे इतना ज्यादा हेल्पफुल नहीं करेगा जितना एक एमएम करता है। और देखिए हाईलाइट की तरफ यहाँ पे जिस तरीके से डिवाइन बाइंडिंग जो है मैं बोलूंगा वो यहाँ पे यूज हुआ। लॉर्ड अभी भी आता हुआ दिखेगा, टॉप लेन से मार्च कर रहा है, और ये रोकना पड़ेगा लॉर्ड फटाफट से। मिनियंस जो है वो भी आते हुए दिख रहे हैं इस समय दूसरी साइड से।
पिछले टूर्नामेंट के चैंपियन थे, आज गॉडफादर के सामने पड़ गया है फेस। तो बात हो बादशाह और दम, गॉडफादर के आगे यहाँ पर टिकने का मौका नहीं है, आगे बढ़ेंगे, क्लीन करेंगे, यहाँ पर क्या डबल मिलेगा उन्हें? जी जरूर, बहुत ही बढ़िया खेल यहाँ पर चलता हुआ टीम गॉडफादर की तरफ से एस को धकेलते हुए एक के बाद एक होली शील्ड टूट रही है, लेकिन लुक एट इट, gonna get some trade for himself. Claude goes down there, पीछे हटेंगे, यहाँ पर रिटेलिएशन देखने को मिल रहा है। अभी भी जो है गढ़ खुला नहीं है। ओह, थोड़ा सा जो है बैक ऑफ करते हुए टीम गॉडफादर, और रुक नहीं रही है। और ये देखिए यहाँ पर डैमेज का आदान प्रदान, आगे बढ़ेंगे, चांस है यहाँ पर, डैमेज कमिंग इन एंड द हील एज वेल, सस्टेन करते हुए हांजेरा, माय गुडनेस, बट लुक एट द ट्रैप डाउन, नॉइजी गेट अ मॉन्स्टर देयर एंड नाउ ही माइट गोना गो फॉर अ डबल, बट उससे पहले मॉन शॉकर रिलीज होता हुआ यहाँ पर एक अच्छी क्राउड कंट्रोल आई है। गॉडफादर के ऊपर पहुंचार हो रही है डैमेज की, लेकिन वो सस्टेन कर रहे हैं, और वो जितना डैमेज दे रहे हैं वो सस्टेन करना मुश्किल हो रहा है यहाँ पर एस इन्वोकर के लिए। ये देखिए पकड़ने की पूरी कोशिश, लेकिन उनके पास वो मौका है भाग निकलने का। और ये देखिए ब्लड विंग्स, ऋतिक, मैंने बोला था कि इंडिया नंबर 4 या फिर इंडिया नंबर 14 ऐसे कुछ है वो वैलेंटीना में, इनकी वैलेंटीना को हल्के में नहीं लेना है।
बिल्कुल प्रूफ करते हुए इस समय यहाँ पे जिस तरीके से इस्तेमाल किया जा रहा है, लाइक बहुत बढ़िया तरीके से मैं बोलूंगा यहाँ पे यूटिलाइज किया गया है। डोमिनेशन आपकी तरफ से आ गई थी, जूलियन पूरी तरीके से यहाँ पे मैं बोलूंगा फार्म अप हो चुके हैं और लाइक अब वो बहुत इजीली सस्टेन करके निकल जाएंगे, टीम फाइट से भी बच के निकल जाएंगे। मेंटेन क्राउन अब आ चुका है, उन्होंने सारे आइटमाइजेशन पूरे कंप्लीट कर लिए, तो उनसे अगर आप लड़ने के लिए जाएंगे भी तो दिक्कत में पड़ सकते हैं। आपने सामने वाली टीम के लिए लेवल 4 का गैप छोड़ा हुआ है, आप नोटिस करेंगे यहाँ पे रोमर्स के तौर पे भी यहाँ पे 14 के तो हो गए हैं बाकी लोग, लेकिन दूसरी तरफ यहाँ पे वो लेवल 15 के, तो एडवांटेज अभी भी उनके पास ही रहने वाला है। अब ये जो लॉर्ड आने वाला है ये थोड़ा सा मैं बोलूंगा गेम डिसाइडर की तरफ जाता हुआ दिखेगा। आई थिंक डिफेंड करने के चांसेस थोड़े से रह सकते हैं इस इन्वोकर के, अगर उन्होंने स्मार्टली इस लॉर्ड को यहाँ पे डिफेंड किया। यस, उनका इनवेडेड टर्रेट यहाँ पे सारे चले जाएंगे, थोड़ा सा बेस का एचपी भी चला जाएगा, बट दे कैन डिफेंड। अगर उनको बस थोड़ा सा स्मार्टली यहाँ पे यूज करना पड़ेगा, लॉर्ड का थोड़ा सा जो है डिस्ट्रैक्ट करना पड़ेगा उनको। लेकिन मिड की टर्रेट के ऊपर प्रहार अभी से होता हुआ जा रहा है और ये अच्छी बात नहीं है, आपको फटाफट से वो जो मिनियंस है वो क्लियर आउट करने पड़ेंगे। अब लॉर्ड भी जो है वो मिड लेन से आता हुआ दिखेगा क्योंकि सबसे ज्यादा टावर की एचपी कम, वहीं से डिवाइन बाइंडिंग आते हुए और एक बंदे को सीधा टारगेट करते हुए निकाला जाएगा। फिर दोबारा मेज को बार बार पकड़ा जा रहा है और मैं बोलूंगा ये अच्छी है काजा की एक स्थिति की सिंगल बंदा भी अगर आ जाते हैं तो उनको भी पकड़ के लेते हुए जाएंगे। पकीतो ने किधर चाहते हुए देखिए बहुत ही ज्यादा डैमेज और पीछे से यहाँ पे हमें आएंगे, उनको फिनिश ऑफ कर दिया गया है मिट्यूटेंट का सामना और उसी के साथ है यहाँ पे मिनियंस, सिंगल मिनियन बचेगा, पीछे हटेंगे मिनियंस के इंतजार, लेकिन पीछे से कहाँ जाना चाहते हैं जोरो आप भाई, उनको फिनिश ऑफ करते हुए दिखेंगे। बहुत ज्यादा डैमेज अभी भी आएगा, डिवाइन उसी के साथ बाइंडिंग यहाँ पे लगेगी, लेकिन उससे पहले टर्रेट के ऊपर फरार और नेक्सस ओपन होता हुआ उसी के साथ पहला गेम जो है टीम गॉडफादर वो जीती भी जाएगी इस समय।
कैन यू जस्ट बिलीव, तो चैंपियन थे लास्ट वीक के, वो अभी जो है पूरा का पूरा यहाँ पर सरेंडर कर दिए गॉडफादर्स के मतलब ऊपर घुटने टेक दिए पूरा, ऐसा लगा मुझे एक टाइम के लिए। और नॉइजी देखिए सीधा उनका लक्ष्य एक ही था, वो लक्ष्य था कि वो किस तरीके से इस बेस को तोड़े, सीधा लॉकडाउन किया एंड तुरंत वो स्टार ले लिया अपने तरफ। पहला विन इस सीरीज के पहले ही मैच पे, देखते हैं कि दूसरा गेम कैसा जाता है। और मुझे इतना पता है कि लाइक एस इन्वोकर ऐसी टीम है जो 2-0 तो करने ना देगी। कल यही सेम चीज मैंने मैवरिक के लिए बोला था, लेकिन फिर पासा जो है वो उल्टा पड़ गया था। गॉडफादर बहुत ही बढ़िया खेल रहे हैं और एक मजेदार चीज ये है कि ऋतिक जो है वो क्यूई के है, क्वांटम एक्लिप्स।
मैं वही सोच रहा था, लाइक मैं यही सोच रहा था कि ऋतिक नाम सुना सुना सा लग रहा है, मैंने कहीं तो देखा इनको खेलते हुए, याद नहीं आ रहा है। लाइक मैं सोच रहा था, नहीं अभी मैंने देखा जब वो नेम टैग देखा प्रॉपर तब मेरे को याद आया, अरे क्यों ही के हैं ये, मैंने वहां पे उनका मैच शायद किया है कास्ट करके।
जेनिथ के प्लेयर है एंड जब वो वहां से ट्रांसफर लेके यहाँ पे आए एंड यहाँ पे तुरंत आके नए टीम के साथ घुल मिल जाना, उनके साथ इतना अच्छा मतलब फॉलो अप्स वगैरह देना, सिनर्जाइज खेलना, तो डेफिनेटली ये तय करता है कि प्लेयर कितना अच्छा खेल सकता है अपने रोल पे, कि वो कहीं पे भी जाए वो ब्लेंड कर सकता है। बट राइट नाउ एस इन्वोकर के पास वो चुनौती खड़ा है, उनके 5 बंदे वही 5 बंदे हैं जो उनके साथ पहले से ही जुड़े हैं। हान जेरा हो गए, अब बात करेंगे डी की, अब बात करेंगे जेरो की, सब सेम है। रोनल इनटू द मिड, बट रोनल इस बार जिस मकसद के लिए गए थे उस जूशन के लिए कि वो क्राउड कंट्रोल रहेगा, वो थोड़ा सा बर्स्ट रहेगा, वो काम नहीं आया। स्टार्टिंग में ही उनको जो है रोका गया, बहुत बार रोका गया, जिसके कारण उनकी डैमेज क्या बर्स्ट आउटपुट भी हमें देखने को नहीं मिली। एंड इवन दो when he was getting out positioned by the side of team Godfather, he couldn't manage to come back from the situation with the help of guiding wind। तो वो चीजें भी जो है थोड़ा सा आप बोल सकते हैं कि प्रॉब्लम दे रही थी towards the side of team एस इन्वोकर। तो अभी ये स्टार्ट हो चुका है, ड्राफ्ट ऑन, क्या रेडी है यहाँ पर दूसरे गेम के लिए, देखते हैं क्या 2-0 करने में सक्षम रहेगी यहाँ पर टीम गॉडफादर, या फिर हम आज देखेंगे एक थर्ड गेम डिसाइडर बिटवीन दिस टू टीम्स।
बिल्कुल देखने वाली बात होगी। और सबसे पहले यहाँ पे चलेंगे ड्राफ्टिंग फेज की तरफ। ड्राफ्टिंग में यहाँ पे देखते हैं किस तरीके के जो बैन्स है वो हमें आते हुए दिखने वाले, और चलिए उसी के साथ बेलरिक जो है वो बैन होते हुए दिखेंगे। दूसरी साइड पे एस इन्वोकर की तरफ से काजा को यहाँ पे बैन किया जाएगा, काफी अच्छा बैन मैं बोलूंगा, एक इम्पोर्टेंट बैन मैं बोलूंगा यहाँ पे। और उसी के साथ साथ यहाँ पे हंजो को बैन किया गया है, अच्छा बैन। हंजो काफी ज्यादा दिक्कत दे रहे हैं इस समय मेटा पे, बहुत अनोय बने हुए हैं, इसलिए उनको बैन करना भी अच्छा खासा मैं बोलूंगा। उसके साथ साथ मार्शल बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बैन। लेट्स सी क्या बैन रहता है तीसरे बैन की तरफ। क्या वो इडोरा रहने वाला है, लिंक रहने वाला है? लिंक तो नहीं रहेगा, आई थिंक इडोरा वगैरह शायद एक बार को जा सकते हैं। मे भी शायद यूरेनस की तरफ जाते हुए दिखे, या फिर कुछ ऐसे हीरो
मुझे लग रहा है वैलेंटीना को रिस्पेक्ट करेंगे, क्योंकि आप ऑब्वियसली उनके वैलेंटीना के अगेंस्ट एक कुछ काउंटर लाए नहीं थे, एंड जिसके कारण आपको थोड़ा सा दिक्कत तो हुआ है उस वैलेंटीना से। वो चाहे आप क्रिम्सन बेकन की बात करेंगे, उससे क्राउड कंट्रोल थोड़ा सा उन्होंने दिया था, या फिर आप जैब की बात करेंगे, या फिर आप नॉर्मली अगर मथिल्डा की उस गाइडिंग विंड या फिर सर्कलिंग ईगल की बात करेंगे, हर एक चीज पे कहीं ना कहीं थोड़ा सा दिक्कत हुआ था। यहाँ पर आखिरी बैन मिनोटोर के ऊपर फर्स्ट बैनिंग फेज में कंप्लीट करते हुए आखिरी बैन यहाँ पर आता हुआ हिरारा, दैट्स अ गुड वन। फर्स्ट पिक क्या वैलेंटीना? नहीं, एटलास आया तो वैलेंटीना आ सकता है, तो अगर आप वैलेंटीना उन्हें देना नहीं चाहते तो खुद की तरफ से ले चाहिए। Uranus is open, so there might be a chance we're going to see Uranus, but no, Eudora.
चलिए चल सकता है अगर बैकलेन को यहाँ पे टारगेट करते दिखेंगे, एटलेस उनके लिए सबसे बड़ी समस्या बनते हुए दिखेंगे। और उसके साथ साथ फिर दोबारा से जाते हुए दिखेंगे जूलियन के साथ ही पकीतो आते हुए दिखेंगे हमको इनटू दी एक्सपी में भी, अगर गोल्ड की तरफ नहीं जाते, क्योंकि गोल्ड पे आपको डीपीएस वगैरह चाहिए भाई इस समय। और लेट्स सी क्या वो पिक आते हुए देखेंगे सामने की तरफ, और प्लॉट के सामने लेट्स सी क्या उठाना पसंद करेंगे। इससे पहले यहाँ पे एस्मेराल्डा आएगी वहां पे काउंटर करने के लिए पकीतो को, अच्छी चॉइस। और उसी के साथ साथ पकीतो को काफी मैं बोलूंगा कि दिक्कत का सामना करना पड़ेगा। एस्मेराल्डा वन ऑफ द उसमें से काउंटर में से एक है। थोड़ी लेन जो है या हीरोज है इधर उधर स्वैप जरूर हुए, लेकिन लेन वही बन रहा है। लाइक स्ट्रेटेजी की बात की जाए, सेम स्ट्रेटेजी वैसी ही कुकअप होती हुई जा रही है। एटलस यहाँ पे जाते हुए जाएंगे, चेन टुगेदर लगेगा पीछे से, फिर वो बस की जो है वो कमी वहां से आती हुई दिखेगी। जूलियन वहां पे मौजूदा रहेंगे, पकीतो वहां पे मौजूदा रहेंगे, तो ओवरऑल देखा जाए तो अच्छी स्थिति यहाँ पे बनती हुई दिख रही है। लेकिन ऐसे पर उनकी तरफ से भी यहाँ पे बन सकती है, अगर इडोरा को फार्म मिला अर्ली गेम पे तो उनका भी डैमेज बहुत ज्यादा रहता है। और कई बार ना आप लोग अंडर एस्टिमेट कर जाते हैं इडोरा के, क्योंकि इडोरा का बेसिकली अभी जो चेंज कर दिया पूरा पैटर्न ही, या तो आप उसको पूरा बर्स्ट की तरह से भी कॉम्बो यूज कर सकते हैं उसके समय, या तो ये भी थ्री भी यूज कर सकते हैं अभी जब रिसेंटली चेंज किया तो सुपर कंडक्ट के थ्रू। और चलिए यहाँ पे रिस्पेक्ट देते हुए दिखेंगे वैलेंटीना फाइनली बैन होगी, मेलिसा यहाँ पे बैन हो गई है। गॉडफादर की तरफ से एक इंटरेस्टिंग बैन बोलूंगा, यहाँ पे नोलन बैन होता हुआ दिख रहा है मेरे को, ये काफी इंटरेस्टिंग बैन में बोलूंगा।
मेरा कहीं फोर्स कर रहे हैं उनको कि तुम लिंक के लिए जाओ, या फिर तुम जो है आप सुयू को खेलो, इन दोनों में से कुछ हीरोज ट्राई करो, या फिर बराट जंगल ट्राई करो। तो उस नोलन को बैन किया है। नोलन कहीं ना कहीं यहाँ पर जो गोल लेनर आने वाले या फिर जो मिड लेनर आने वाले उनको एलिमिनेट करने का ताकत रख रहे थे, बैकलाइन को थोड़ा सा डिस्टर्ब करने का ताकत रख रहे थे। ओह माय गुडनेस, गोइंग टू सी अ बददांग इनटू द रोम, एंड दैट्स व्हाई दे बैन द वैलेंटीना। नाउ आई जस्ट फिगर इट आउट, क्योंकि आप यूडोरा के अल्टीमेट या फिर क्लॉड के अल्टीमेट या फिर एस्मेराल्डा के अल्टीमेट के लिए तो कभी वैलेंटीना बैन नहीं करने वाले हो। आप कुछ ऐसा सेटअप ला रहे हो जिसके कारण आपको वैलेंटीना डर लग रही है, या फिर रेस्पेक्ट दे रहे हो नॉर्मली ऋतिक को, क्योंकि आप नहीं चाहते कि एक रैंक होल्डर, एक टाइटल होल्डर वैलेंटीना हमारे सामने फिर से आए और हमें फिर से जो है पनिश करे। 2 पिक्स अभी भी बाकी, लास्ट 2 पिक्स फ्रॉम द साइड टीम गॉडफादर्स। बहुत सारी पिक्स यहाँ पर खुली है और ये हमें बता चुकी है कि ये जो पकीतो है वो खेला जाएगा ऑन द EXP, एंड देयर इज अ मॉस्को विन द गोल। DPS की बात करी थी शिंडा ने, एंड यू कैन सी दैट DPS इज हियर फॉर द साइड ऑफ टीम गॉडफादर। सो डू द जूशिन कमिंग इन। यहाँ पे जूशिन का पिक करना लाजमी रहता है, लेकिन मुझे कहीं ना कहीं लग रहा था कि थोड़ा सा जेटियन या फिर ऑन टू द अरोरा या फिर कुछ स्टन जैसी चीज दिखती तो ज्यादा अच्छा रहता, क्योंकि जो अटलास के साथ एक कॉम्बिनेशन बन सकता था, और जूशिन भी कॉम्बिनेशन अच्छा बना सकती है, बट इट्स फाइन। जूशिन एज वेल एज पकीतो एक कॉम्बो बना सकते हैं अपने प्रॉपर क्राउड कंट्रोल एंड एग्जीक्यूशन से, इंस्टेंट एग्जीक्यूशन से। तो देखते हैं किस तरीके का कॉम्बो यहाँ पर गॉडफादर बनाती है, क्योंकि उनका मैच पॉइंट गेम है। अगर जीतते हैं तो फिर क्लीन स्वीप के साथ खत्म करेंगे, चैंपियंस को हराएंगे विद क्लीन स्वीप। अगर हारते हैं तो फिर हम जाएंगे टाई ब्रेकर के लिए। उससे पहले आखिरी पिक टीम एस इन्वोकर के लिए। हो चुका है 5 की 5 तैयारी। आप देख सकते हैं किस तरीके से अभी जो है आने वाली है दोनों टीम की बारी। Stand season onto that Moscow and we're gonna see the claw to the hand of D. Let's see how it goes. Coltron वो रहेंगे इस बार सुयू पे एंड वो हमेशा सुयू बहुत अच्छा खेलते हैं with the retribution is particularly one of the best.
बिल्कुल। और यहाँ पे ना मेरे को लगा था शायद मिड लेन पे जो है वो मेज के तौर पे ऋतिक जो है वो कड़ीता वगैरह अगर जाते तो वो ज्यादा बेटर रहता मेरे हिसाब से, क्योंकि एओई आपके पास रहता है, इडोरा का आप इजीली काउंटर कर सकते हो फर्स्ट स्किल के द्वारा, सेकंड स्किल रहेगा और लाइक कॉम्बो भी बहुत अच्छी तरीके से पड़ता है, उसके थ्रू आप सीधा बैकलेन को जो है ना वो मार्क कर सकते थे। इवन क्लॉड भी जो है वो काउंटर हो जाता है अगर अल्टीमेट में होते अपने, जब आप सेकंड स्किल उनको लगाते तो लाइक ओवरऑल आपके लिए बहुत अच्छी सिचुएशन बन सकती थी। बट स्टिल मैं बोलूंगा यहाँ पे कि देखिए जोशिन भी बुरी पिक नहीं है मैं बोलूंगा, बट इससे बेटर यहाँ पे कड़ीता बन सकती थी। या फिर उसके अलावा अगर आप बोले दूसरा मेज यहाँ पे अभी जो चल रहे थे, बेसिकली आपने नाम लिया था एसटीजी में, नाम एकदम याद नहीं आ रहा, एकदम से ही दिमाग से निकल गया, बट वो वाला मेज वहाँ पे चलता है लाइक एओई जिससे विजन वगैरह मिलता है अल्टीमेट के द्वारा, फिनिक्स ऑफ द फ्यूरी जिसका अल्टीमेट का नाम जेतियन। चलिए एटलस अंदर की तरफ जाते हुए देखेंगे, डैमेज आता हुआ दिखेगा, उसी के साथ मार्क जरूर लगाता लेकिन फ्लिकर का इस्तेमाल करते हुए पदांग निकलेंगे उधर पीछे की तरफ। 2 फ्लिकर यहाँ पे यूज करवा दिए मेज और रोम के। और ये इंपॉर्टेंट बात है क्योंकि चर्चल कुछ ही सेकंड में यहाँ पे स्पॉन होने वाला है और उससे पहले आपने बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रिसोर्सेज जो है वो वेस्ट करवा दिए टीम के। इसी के साथ यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा फाइट जरूर आता हुआ दिखा है, चचल का आगमन हो चुका है, टीम जो है फाइट और निकले जाती हुई दिखेगी, इटोरा के ऊपर मार्क और उसी के साथ फिनिश ऑफ किया जाएगा इटोरा को और यहाँ पे आउट नंबर हो चुके हैं। तो अच्छा मौका रहेगा चचल लेने के लिए। कोल्ड लेन की बात करता हूँ, वहां से भी आपस में थोड़ा सा मैं बोलूंगा यहाँ पे वार्तालाप वगैरह चलता हुआ दिखेगा, लेकिन यहाँ पे बुश चेक करनी पड़ेगी और जी बिल्कुल बुश चेक करने के लिए आएंगे, लेकिन पीछे से यहाँ पे कुछ लोग आते हुए रेट्रिब्यूशन का इस्तेमाल लेते हुए जो आएंगे, लेकिन ये भारी पड़ सकता है। उसी के साथ साथ पकड़ना चाहते हैं पदांग, लेकिन यहाँ पे फर्स्ट किल का इस्तेमाल किया, पीछे की तरफ बढ़ते हुए 2 किल मिलेंगे क्या, यहाँ पे 3 किल लेते हुए जाने का प्रयास करेंगे। शील किसी भी तरीके से प्रयास करना चाहती है, एस्मेराल्डा अभी भी सस्टेन करती हुई जा रही है, लेकिन इनहैंस जो है यहाँ पे नॉइजी वो रहेंगे अपने इनहैंस बेसिक के साथ और फिनिश ऑफ करेंगे 1 टर्टल के बदले 3। वो कोशिश अच्छी थी लेकिन 3 बंदे पड़े आपको भारी उसके लिए।
जरूर रिट्रीब्यूशन हमेशा अच्छा रहता है कॉल्ट्रॉन का, इसलिए उन्होंने तैयार किया था खुद को उस टर्टल को छीनने के लिए, उन्होंने छीना, लेकिन इस बात के लिए शिना ने गौर किया कि 3 ट्रेड आपको देने पड़े सिर्फ एक मैक्रो के लिए, तो वो थोड़ा सा भारी पड़ गया आपको। 5-0 से स्टार्ट कर चुकी है द गॉडफादर। अगर गोल्ड की बात करें वहां पर भी उन्हें इजाफा है 1 की गोल्ड लीड का। रेत का यहाँ पर इस्तेमाल करते हुए कॉल्ट्रॉन पीछे जाएंगे विद द हेल्प ऑफ द सोल सेवर। ये होता है कि जब आप सुयू खेलते हो आपके पास पता है आपके पास बहुत सारे ब्लिंक्स है तो आप बच सकते हो फ्रिजिड ब्रेथ से, बट राइट नाउ कहीं ना कहीं थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम चाहती हुई इस जूशन एंड पकीतो का कॉम्बिनेशन, क्योंकि जितनी बार स्टन्स आ रही है, जितनी बार उन्हें जो है वो पोक कर रहे हैं, उनको खींच के धकेल रहे हैं, उतनी बार ही जैब हमें देखने को मिला। और ये सोडी कनेक्ट हुआ है, यहाँ पर जा सकते हैं 4-man रोटेशन के लिए, लेकिन नहीं, पीछे हटेंगे बदांग विद द हेल्प ऑफ द फ्लिकर। बर्न आउट किया है उस रिसोर्स को, 120 सेकंड्स का और एक कूल डाउन लगता हुआ उसके ऊपर। रोनल यहाँ पर 0-1-0, कॉल्ट्रॉन यहाँ पर 0-1-0, अभी तक एक भी किल नहीं मिली है दोनों एस प्लेयर को ऑफ एस इन्वोकर, जिसके ऊपर हमेशा आंखें रहती है रोनल एज वेल एज कॉल्ट्रॉन। अगर कॉल्ट्रॉन को यहाँ पर स्टार्टिंग में स्नोबॉल नहीं मिला ना शिंड्रा, आई एम टेलिंग यू सुयू विदाउट अ स्नोबॉल इज काइंड ऑफ थिंग की लाइक बिल्कुल काम नहीं करता। फैटल लिंक्स जुड़ता हुआ यहाँ पर बिफोर द टर्टल, गonna टेक डाउन 0, उनके जोनर को ही जोन कर दिया, उनके जोनर को ही पनिश कर दिया टर्टल से पहले। और इस बार मुझे नहीं लगता कि कॉल्ट्रॉन जाएंगे, कोशिश करेंगे उस रिट्रीब्यूशन के 50-50 स्माइट के लिए, क्योंकि अगर गए तो फिर फंस सकते हैं, क्योंकि अभी जोन आपके पास है नहीं। एस्मेराल्डा यहाँ पर एक छोटा सा जो है जोन देते हुए अपनी टीम को, लेकिन टर्टल के पिट के पास कोई भी निशानी नहीं। यहाँ पर कॉल्ट्रॉन की फाइट लेते हुए टर्टल सिक्योर करेंगे, कनेक्ट होता हुआ यहाँ पर आ सकते हैं मॉस्को जी जरूर आएंगे, लेकिन रिटेलिएशन डिसमेंटल करती हुई इस टीम फाइट से टीम एस इन्वोकर 6 नॉट के साथ आगे बढ़ती हुई द गॉडफादर विद अ 1-1 इन द टर्टल।
कमाल का इंप्रूवमेंट यहाँ पे टीम गॉडफादर दिखाती हुई मैं बोलूंगा। लाइक पिछले बार जब मैंने कास्ट किया था गेम उनका, तब के बदले और अब के बदले जमीन आसमान का फर्क है यहाँ पे। पहले भी काफी अच्छी तरीके से खेलते थे, लेकिन इस बार इंप्रूवमेंट वो नजर आती हुई दिख रही है उनकी टीम के बीच में। आप मैक्रो की बात करें, डिसीजंस की बात करें, और खासकर नॉइजी की तरफ से लाइक उनकी तरफ से मैं बोलूंगा 100% आउटपुट आता हुआ दिख रहा है अपना। लाइक स्किल्स की बात करें या डिसीजन मेकिंग की बात करें, वो कमाल का यहाँ पे इस्तेमाल करते हुए दिख रहे हैं इस समय।
110 कहेंगे तो ज्यादा अच्छा रहेगा, क्योंकि जिस तरीके से उन्होंने यहाँ पर लास्ट मैच में खिलवाड़ रचाया था, उसी मूड के साथ उन्होंने स्टार्ट किया है। स्काईपियर्स कोल्ट्रॉन के हाथों एक बहुत बड़ा गैम्बल करते हुए, क्योंकि अभी भी उनके हाथों में एक किल नहीं है, एंड स्काईपियर्स से जाना मतलब आप लिटरली गैम्बल कर रहे हो। और यहाँ पे स्टन करेंगे, लेकिन बहुत ज्यादा सस्टेन यहाँ पर दिखता हुआ अटलास की तरफ से पीछे गए हैं। बैटलमेट्स are sorely connected as well. We're gonna see the Crimson Bacon coming in, chasing down the flicker calls, burned out as well. Goes back on the safer side, but right now look at it, Coltron को यहाँ पर कहीं ना कहीं chase करते हुए knock on किया है। पीछे हटिंग with the help of the Soul Saver, जंगल एरिया में फाइट ले रहे हैं। 30% डैमेज आउटपुट आपका ज्यादा रहता है, still they don't care because they know कि उनका अभी आउटपुट ज्यादा है डैमेज में, and they do have a lead into the gold. So ये सारी चीजें जो है कहीं ना कहीं प्लस पॉइंट देती हुई दिख रही है द गॉडफादर्स को। और आपको पता है कि मॉस्को जब लेट गेम पे खेलेगा तो वो भी कहीं ना कहीं श्रेड करेगा क्लॉड को, तो एवरीथिंग इज काइंड ऑफ अगेंस्ट द साइड ऑफ टीम एस इन्वोकर। बट यहाँ पे पहली खून की मांग, बट उससे पहले एनॉस गाइस की मांग यहाँ पर बच के निकलते हुए। नॉइजी इज नॉट गोइंग टू गिव अ सिंगल किल राइट नाउ इन द हैंड ऑफ एस इन्वोकर। टर्टल की शुरुआत यहाँ पर करती हुई टीम एस इन्वोकर पिट के पास मौजूद रहेंगे। यहाँ पे जेरो, क्या जेरो जा सकते हैं? सैटर्न, क्या वो जा सकते हैं? फैटलिंग्स के लिए जरूर जाएंगे और इस्तेमाल करेंगे 3 बंदों को पकड़ते हुए। यहाँ पर फॉलो अप आता हुआ स्लेन ऑन टू द जेरो, एंड वी कैन सी द किल गोइंग टू द हैंड ऑफ ऋतिक। खान सेरा यहाँ पर फंसेंगे, डबल ऋतिक यहाँ पर चुराते हुए। कोल्ट्रॉन गोज डाउन, फ्लिकर बेटेड, बीएमआई फ्लिकर दी यहाँ पर भागते हुए उनको चेज करेंगे, लेकिन पकड़ना थोड़ा मुश्किल। 3 ट्रेड, एक टर्टल, फिर से पहले वाली टर्टल की जो किस्सा था वही दोहराया गया है यहाँ पर। शिनरा
बिल्कुल मैच पीछे से आएंगे, इस बार एमा को पकड़ना चाहती है, लेकिन बीएमआई के थ्रू वो पीछे बचते हुए निकलेंगे इस समय। और पीछे से यहाँ पे डोरा आएंगी जरूर, लेकिन उनको पकड़ने का प्रयास बदांग वहां पे मौजूद आए, सेकंड्स का इस्तेमाल किया, लेकिन वॉल अपेयर नहीं होगी क्योंकि सामने किसी को हिट नहीं किया। उसके साथ साथ अगर बात करें तो एस इन्वोकर जरूर यहाँ पे मैं बोलूंगा टीम फाइट जरूर हारती है, लेकिन उनका एक प्लस पॉइंट मैं बताऊं, वो भाई टावर नहीं जाने देते हैं कभी भी। लाइक आप एक बार नोटिस करेंगे जितनी भी फाइट्स होती है ना, जब उनको लगता है कि हाँ उनके हाथ से फाइट नहीं जीतने वाले हैं, वो सीधा बैक होके वो टावर की तरफ चले जाएंगे डिफेंड करने के लिए। और यही स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉइंट है जो इतना अभी तक जो है टिक पा रही है। अगर ये क्वालिटी नहीं होती ना इस टीम में अभी, तो टावर जितने भी आप देख रहे हैं वो सारा के सारे अभी धाराशायी होते।
फिर भी एक टावर में इजाफा हुआ है टीम गॉडफादर्स का। टॉप लेन पे आप देख सकते हैं वहां पर उन्होंने एक टावर निकाला है, और कहना कहीं भी बॉट पे भी निकाल पाएंगे। तो स्टार्टिंग के जोन 1 मैप जो है वो तो यहाँ पर सिक्योर करती हुई दिख रही है टीम गॉडफादर्स। इट्स फाइन। ओह, उससे पहले एक छोटा सा फाइट का आगाज था, यहाँ पर बच के निकलेंगे। नॉइजी बहुत ही बढ़िया खेल रहे हैं नॉइजी। मैं आपको बोलूंगा सिर्फ एग्रेसिवनेस नहीं, बल्कि अगर उनकी आप एस्केप एबिलिटी देखेंगे वो भी मस्त लग रही है देखने को, और वो भी जूलियन में। So definitely, like in this meta, Julian खेलना is really a big thing, because आपको पता है सामने इतना ज्यादा सस्टेन रहेगा, सामने बहुत ज्यादा क्राउड कंट्रोल रह सकता है जो आपको परेशान करेगा। And when there is an Eudora, you are picking the Julian, so definitely you are taking a big risk and you are getting rewarded for it. SOD miss होगा इस बार, पीछे हटेंगी पूरी टीम, and that will be the SOD from Stansisi, but Lord उसकी तैयारी करते हुई टीम गॉडफादर्स। आई डोंट फील लाइक ये इन्वोकर कंटेस्ट करने आएगी, क्योंकि वो गोल लीड आप देखिए 2000 की, वो यहाँ पर उन्हें रोकने के लिए बनी है।
बिल्कुल। और यहाँ पे इस इन्वोकर की तरफ से एमएम के ऊपर सारा प्रेशर इस समय आया हुआ है। किसी भी तरीके से वो फार्म हो जाते हैं, उनका फार्म अगर निकल आता है और लॉर्ड को डिफेंड करते हैं, उनका आइटमाइजेशन अगर बन जाते हैं यहाँ पे, तो उनकी तरफ से एक अच्छी मैं बोलूँगा स्थिति यहाँ पे आती हुई दिख सकती है। लेकिन उधर साथ ही साथ बात करें तो अपने मॉस्को भाई जो है वो भी फार्म होते हुए दिख रहे हैं। और दोनों फार्म की बात की जाए तो अभी देखिए ऑलमोस्ट मैं बोलूंगा यहाँ पे बराबर के फार्म पे चल रहे हैं, लेकिन थोड़ा सा अप यहाँ पे मैं बोलूंगा जो ये इन्वोकर के एमएम है वो जाते हुए दिख रहे हैं। और ये देखिए गोल्ड ग्राफ जिस तरीके से बनता हुआ सीधा ब्लू की तरफ लगातार जो है गोल्ड ग्राफ बना हुआ है। एक बार भी यहाँ पे रेड की तरफ नहीं आया, एक बार सिर्फ बढ़ना स्टार्ट हुआ है। तो वो जो है यहाँ पे जो एक लीड है वो लगातार मेंटेन की हुई है। और ये देखिए मिड का ट्रेड निकालने का प्रयास करेंगे, मिड का ट्रेड जैसे ही निकलेगा और उसी के साथ आपका जो है जंगल एक्सपेंशन हो जाएगा। कोशिश करेंगे रोकने का, वो डैमेज पड़ेगा, एटलस आएंगे पीछे से, चेन टुगेदर का इस्तेमाल, लेकिन यहाँ पे डैमेज आता हुआ दिखेगा। कोशिश पूरी, उठा के पटका जाएगा क्रिम्सन बीकन के द्वारा। उसी के साथ यहाँ पे बचते हुए निकलेंगे, सुयू आएंगे जरूर, लेकिन उनको कॉम्बो पड़ेगा पकीतो का, पीछे बचेंगे, रीजन का इस्तेमाल किया, वेट कर रहे हैं थोड़ा और डिफेंड करने के लिए, लेकिन लॉर्ड वो मार्च कर रहा है इस समय टॉप लेन से पड़ता हुआ। होली शील्ड मौजूदा जरूर रहेगी तो थोड़ा सा राहत की सांस जरूर मिलेगी होली शील्ड जैसे ही पॉप अप होती है। और चलिए उसी के साथ होली शील्ड यहाँ पे आ चुकी है, मिड टरेट वो बचाने का प्रयास करते हुए देखिए, कोशिश रहेगा पीछे की तरफ डैमेज आते हुए देखिए, लेकिन इसी के साथ पीएमआई के थ्रू यहाँ पे ब्लेजिंग ड्यूओ का इस्तेमाल किया है, पीछे की साइड बचते हुए निकले, शट डाउन दिया जाएगा बदांग के द्वारा। और उसी के साथ पकीतो वो बचते हुए निकलेंगे अकेले, 3 मजेदार साइड कर चुके हैं एस इन्वोकर्स, फाइनली रिटेलिएट करना चाहते हैं। और उसी के साथ टैंक जो है वो आते हुए दिखेंगे, बचाने का प्रयास किया है, लेकिन पकीतो वो दिक्कत में पड़ सकते हैं इस समय, उनको भी पता है, रिकॉल करेंगे इस समय। एटलस मौजूदा है, वॉल लगाते हुए यहाँ पे दिक्कत में पड़ गए और उसी के साथ फिनिश ऑफ करेंगे सुयू उनको।
थोड़ी सी गलती यहाँ पे, रिटेलिएशन कर देना चाहिए था वहाँ पे एटलास को, बी कार में खड़े थे क्योंकि टर्रेट का उतना ज्यादा जो है हेल्थ नहीं था। फॉलिंग स्टार्म उनका इस्तेमाल यहाँ पर पकड़े 2 बंदों को, बहुत ही बढ़िया यहाँ पर लैंटर्न प्लेयर का इस्तेमाल करते हुए आगे बढ़ेंगे। यहाँ पे इस्तेमाल किया है फिश क्रैक, फ्लिकर is burned out as well. SOD missed again by Stan CZ, but doesn't matter. Gonna take down Hanzera here. Hanzera couldn't manage to survive. बहुत देर बाद किल आई है और गुच्छे में आई है यहाँ पर टीम इस यहाँ पर सिक्योर करेंगे। रोनल की डैमेज यहाँ पर दिख रही है हमें, 3-1-3 के साथ वो खेल रहे हैं और उनकी डैमेज धीरे धीरे करके आ रही है। इस इन्वोकर के पास वो चांसेस बढ़ती हुई कि कमबैक जो है वो हो सकता है यहाँ पर, बट उसके लिए जो है उन्हें प्रॉपरली जो है थोड़ा सा देखना पड़ेगा इनटू द मैक्रो फेज। मैक्रो यानी कि डेफिनेटली न्यूट्रल ऑब्जेक्टिव्स पे आपका छाप छोड़ना पड़ेगा, ये जो लॉर्ड है उसको लेना पड़ेगा, उसको टेस्ट करना पड़ेगा। लेट्स सी व्हाट विल बी हैपनिंग हियर।
बिल्कुल, मैं बोलूंगा बहुत बड़ा चंक आपने दे दिया सामने, इतने सारी बाउंटीज आपके ऊपर थी, एक के बाद एक 4 बंदे धराशायी हुए और देखिए गोल डिफरेंस भी पूरी तरीके से चेंज हो गया। अब गोल डिफरेंस जो है ए से इन्वोकर के पास चला गया है और यहाँ से रेड का ग्राफ जो है वो अब जाने लगेगा। और यहीं पे गलती जो है ना वो नहीं करनी चाहिए थी, जब आपके पास लीड रहती है, आपके ऊपर कॉन्फिडेंस रहता है और आप एक तरीके से बोल सकते हैं साइकोलॉजिकल ऑर्डर में पढ़ते हैं कि हाँ मैं रिस्क ले सकता हूँ, और वहां पे आप कहीं ना कहीं फिर बहुत बड़ा रिस्क ले जाते हैं, जिसके कारण जो डैमेज होता है वो आपकी टीम को बहुत ज्यादा होता है, गोल पे इजाफा बहुत ज्यादा होता है। आपने जो एक लीड बनाई हुई होती है ना भाई, वो पूरी की पूरी बाउंड्री के थ्रू चली जाती है, जो हमने अभी आता हुआ देखा एस इन्वोकर की तरफ से। लॉर्ड अभी भी आता हुआ दिखेगा, टॉप लेन से मार्च करता हुआ दिखेगा, उसको थोड़ा सा लेन जो है सिंक करने का प्रयास करते हुए दिखेंगे टीम। कोशिश रहेगा किसी भी तरीके से इस लॉर्ड को बचाया जाए, वो बेटे टरेट को वो ले लिया जाए, डिफेंड करने का प्रयास करते हुए दिखेंगे सुयू, और यहाँ पे एसओडी कनेक्ट होता हुआ दिखेगा। मॉस्को वहां पे मौजूदा है, लेकिन मेज वहां पे पीछे की तरफ ही वो भी आती हुई दिखेगी। एक एचपी बचे हैं मॉस्को, यहाँ पे दिक्कत थोड़ी सी हो गई जिसके कारण उनको पीछे हटना पड़ेगा। और चलिए टरेट की तरफ जाते हुए गए, स्टन का प्रयास करेंगे, बदांग यहाँ पे पकड़ेंगे टीम मतलब को, लेकिन पीछे फॉलो अप नहीं है। और उसी के साथ साथ यहाँ पे डैमेज आते हुए देखेंगे हांसेरा, उनका एरा फिनिश अप होता हुआ, और इसी के साथ साथ सीतन वहां पे मौजूद आते, डैमेज दिया जाएगा, बहुत ज्यादा डैमेज है, वॉल लगाते हुए बदांग खुद की वॉल में फंसते फंसते बचे भाई, फ्लिकर इस्तेमाल करना पड़ा उनको, बाहर अभी निकल जाएंगे। अब थोड़ा सा रिस्पेक्ट आपको देना पड़ेगा पीछे हट के, अब जो है लेन्स को थोड़ा और वेट करवाइए, एक और लॉट की आवश्यकता आपको पड़ने वाली है मेरे मित्र। और गॉडफादर चाहती है कि इस गेम को फटाफट से क्लीन स्वीप में लेके जाए, लेकिन इस बार मैं बोलूंगा एस इन्वोकर्स, उनकी स्थिति थोड़ी सी अच्छी जरूर हुई थी, लेकिन फिर दोबारा से वापस उसी जगह पे जहां से आए थे वापस उसी की तरफ धीरे धीरे शिफ्ट होता हुआ जा रहा है। अनलेस यहाँ पे एक अच्छा कॉम्बो बदांग की तरफ से लगता है और पीछे से ब्लेजिंग डुओ का फॉलो अप आता है वहां पे, तो चेंजेस हो सकते हैं, लेकिन वो एक मिरेकल उसकी आवश्यकता आपको पड़ने वाली है। टीम गॉडफादर वो लगातार कंटिन्यूअसली जा रही है, एटलेस का अल्टीमेट एक अगर बढ़िया तरीके से उनकी तरफ से भी अल्टीमेट आता है, 2 बंदे भी एनिमिलेट कर दिए जाते हैं। देखिए जो मेन मैं बोलूंगा यहाँ पे गॉडफादर उनका काम है, या तो आप इडोरा का निकाल दो, या तो पीछे से आप डैमेज डीलर यानी कि जो उनके एमएम है उनको निकाल दो, उनमें से अगर एक भी बंदा मरता है तो ऑलमोस्ट आपका 50% जो गेम है वो आपके हाथ में रहेगा। एसओडी कनेक्ट होता हुआ जाएगा, सुयू के ऊपर प्रहार, और ये अकेले पकड़े गए ऋतिक, किलिंग स्प्री लेके जाते हुए
और उसी के साथ पीछे हटेंगे, रिस्पेक्ट देते हुए। उन्हें भी पता है कि इस समय ओवर इंगेज नहीं करना है। मौके का सही फायदा उठाया, जंगलर को यहाँ पे दाराशाही किया और सीधा जाएंगे यहाँ पे लॉर्ड के लिए। लॉर्ड का भी यहाँ पे काउंटडाउन अभी स्टार्ट हो चुका है, कुछ देर में लॉर्ड का आगमन हो जाएगा। लेकिन उससे पहले यहाँ पे जो लेन है वो थोड़ी सी फ्रीज होती हुई दिखेगी, इन्वर्टेड टरेट ना होने के कारण। अब एक मेंबर को तो बेस पे ही रहना पड़ेगा वो मिनियंस क्लियर आउट करने के लिए।
एक चीज है कि लाइक अगर आप गोल लीड की बात करेंगे वो अभी भी मौजूद है द गॉडफादर के हाथों में, बट द मेन थिंग इज कि किस तरीके से इस बार वो अपने इस लॉर्ड को जो है इक्विप करते हैं। बिकॉज अगर आप इक्विप नहीं कर पाओगे इस लॉर्ड को तो फिर आपके लिए प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है। एंड डेफिनेटली वो कर चुके हैं, अनकंटेस्टेड लॉर्ड क्लियर किया यहाँ पर। मौका तक नहीं है इस इन्वोकर को कंटेस्ट करने की। एक मोमेंट हमने देखा था जहां पे शिफ्ट हुआ था थोड़ा सा मैच, थोड़ा सा जो अब बोल सकते हैं कि प्रेशर जो है वो भी शिफ्ट हुआ था, लेकिन तुरंत यहाँ पर हम देख सकते हैं कमबैक नहीं देना चाहते इस इन्वोकर। जिस तरीके से शिन्ना ने बोला कि 2-0 करना चाहते हैं, जी जरूर 2-0 पे ही अड़े पड़े हैं। सिंक यहाँ पर अच्छी खासी दिखती हुई हमें फ्रॉम द साइड ऑफ टीम गॉडफादर, बट लॉर्ड मार्च करती हुई टॉप लेन में, मिड लेन की टावर को यहाँ पर टावर करने की कोशिश, people caught the weight and we can see the fish crack coming in as well. Slane happened, he got the final blow, but there you go, Lord right now is getting defended, nobody is there to mark it down, but bot lane is getting exposed as the innovator is getting down there. एक्सपोज करवाया है नेक्सस को बॉट लेन से, मिड लेन की तरफ कुछ पढ़ के मीनियंस जाते हुए, बट लुक एट इट, यहाँ पर रिटेलिएशन की ही बातें होगी। इमोर्टलिटी पॉप ऑफ हुआ है, ट्रैप डाउन करेंगे नॉइजी को, 2 मैन डाउन विद द लॉर्ड इनटू द हैंड। डिफेंड किया है टीम एस इन्वोकर ने, बहुत ही बढ़िया वाला डिफेंड। अभी खत्म नहीं हुआ है गेम, अभी बहुत गेम बाकी है, मैं यही कहूंगा, क्योंकि मुझे नहीं लग रहा कि चौथे लॉर्ड के साथ भी फिनिश हो सकेगा ये गेम, या फिर यहाँ पर खत्म करने के कगार पे एस इन्वोकर ट्राई करे, क्योंकि देयर इज अ ह्यूज रिसरेक्शन टाइम ऑन द रोमर एंड द जंगलर।
बिल्कुल, रोमर तो आ जाएंगे, जंगलर में आने में भी टाइम लगेगा, और आई थिंक इतना बड़ा रिस्क नहीं लेंगे। उनको भी पता है सामने कि यहाँ पे अगर आपने लेट कर दिया कुछ भी एक फिनिश ऑफ करने में, पीछे से जो है सीधा जो है बैकअप आ जाएगा, और वहां पे अगर आप उल्टी दिशा में पड़ गए, देखिए रिस्क यहाँ पे गॉडफादर ले सकती है ये वाला, लेकिन एस इन्वोकर वो बिल्कुल नहीं ले सकते, क्योंकि यहाँ पे अगर एक भी बंदा दाराशाही हुआ ना उनका, तो वो आउट नंबर हो जाएंगे सीधा, और उसके कारण जो है गेम आपको पूरा सेक्रीफाइस करना पड़ेगा फिर उसके बदले। तो इतना बड़ा रिस्क तो नहीं ले सकती है। गॉडफादर के पास वो गोल्ड गैप था, वो इतना ज्यादा लीड उन्होंने बना रखी थी, वो रिस्क ले सकते थे अगर वो गए भी, रिस्क लिया भी, और उसको उनको जो है पनिशमेंट मिला भी, लेकिन ज्यादा कुछ बिगड़ा नहीं है। फेवर में अभी भी गेम गॉडफादर की ही है। लेन की आप बात करें, देखिए लेन भी अभी भी उनके फेवर में ही चल रही है बस, और यही सबसे बड़ा एडवांटेज है अभी। लेकिन उसके लिए यहाँ पे इस लॉर्ड के लिए आना पड़ेगा आपको, लेकिन ये लॉर्ड किस तरीके से आप लेंगे वो देखना पड़ेगा, किस कीमत पे आप लेंगे, क्योंकि अगर आपने लॉर्ड ले भी लिया और आपके 3 बंदे दाराशाही हो गए, तो फिर वो लॉर्ड वर्थ इट नहीं रहेगा, क्योंकि डिफेंड करने के लिए कोई बचेगा नहीं फिर।
लेट्स सी, फिलहाल के लिए तो कोशिश यही रहेगी इस इन्वोकर की तरफ से कि किस तरीके से जो है अपने बेस को डिफेंड करे, और ये जो लेन प्रेशर उनकी तरफ आ रहा है मीनियंस का, उसको जो है क्लियर डाउन करे, क्योंकि ये लेन प्रेशर बाद में जाके उन्हें बहुत दिक्कत दे सकता है। जब लॉर्ड एक्यूमुलेट कर लेगी द गॉडफादर, देन वो ट्राई करेगी कि सिंक सही से बैठे, एंड उस सिंक के कारण वो क्रिस्टल को जो है उसको इजीली टेक डाउन कर सके। बट लुक एट इट, clearing down the minion waves. 4th Lord is here into the land of Dawn, and we're gonna see the zone coming off from the side of Team S Invoker. A perfect zoning. They're trying to go for a C curve before the Lord appears, and उस C curve के साथ शायद से कोशिश कर सकते हैं for a 50-50 smite. Look at the zone form here. Retribution popped up. Now he's gonna get the 4th Lord as well. SOD missed out. From 3 of the man, in between 3 of the man, वो SOD गया and वो connect नहीं हुआ, but यहाँ पे फाइट लेते हुए हांजेरा यहाँ पे पकड़े गए, 5-man rotation आता हुआ टॉर्मेंट करते हुए ट्रैप डाउन करेंगे, फिश क्रैक into the way, flicker baited, but he's chasing down the way as well. D goes back, battle links क्या पे लगेगा, जी जरूर, immortality pop out हो चुका है, double onto the hand of Ritzik, might gonna go for a triple, but this will be Stance easy, finishing out with a final blow, and now mega kill secure on Noisy, but doesn't matter, there's still 4v2, और 4v2 में दोनों के दोनों स्क्विशी है। यहाँ पर लॉर्ड आगे आ रहा है, आपके ऊपर बहुत बड़ा रिसरेक्शन टाइम है, डिफेंड करना मुश्किल। यहाँ पर क्या डिफेंड कर पाएंगे शिनरा, या फिर खत्म होने वाली है यहाँ पर ये कहानी। पीछे हटे हैं यहाँ पर, आप देख सकते हैं रिकॉल के साथ अटलास, लेकिन उन्हें आना पड़ेगा ठीक टाइम पे। लॉर्ड अंदर जाती हुई, नॉक ऑन करती हुई ऑन द डोर। वी कैन सी द zap coming in here. And now it's just one single member, and that will be the finish onto the crown, because Team S Invoker will not going to win this game after becoming champion of Class of Starlight, because they will getting a defeat and a clean sweep defeat from the side of Team Godfather. What a way! Champions को घुटने टेकने में मजबूर कर दिया है आज
भाई। रिस्पेक्ट ऋतिक भाई, कमाल का खेला ये बंदा लाइक। और गॉडफादर की क्या परफॉर्मेंस रही है आज के दिन भाई, कमाल की तरीके से खेले, क्या इंप्रूवमेंट दिखाई है। और यही इंप्रूवमेंट की मैं बात करता हूँ एसटीजी, मजा आता है टीम्स को देख के जब टीम इस तरीके से इंप्रूवमेंट गेम प्ले लाती हुई दिखती है। जो पिछले बार के यहाँ पे चैंपियन से उनको खदेड़ा है यहाँ पे सामने, छोटी मोटी बात नहीं है यहाँ पे। कमाल का गेम प्ले, कमाल का, मजा आ गया। आज तो मैं फैन हो गया यहाँ पे गॉडफादर्स का।
वेल प्लेड टीम गॉडफादर, यू जस्ट डिजर्व द विन। कल मैवरिक, आज एस इन्वोकर, फिर क्या कल जो है आप वैलेंट गोल्स को हराने का खेमा रख रहे हैं क्या? देखना पड़ेगा कल किसके साथ इनकी मैच पड़ती है। लेकिन उससे पहले आप लोग जो है सब्सक्राइब कीजिए हमारे यूट्यूब चैनल को। फैमिली में हिस्सा अगर आपको चाहिए तो जल्दी से जल्दी ज्वाइन कीजिए डिस्कॉर्ड, एज वेल एज हमारे इंस्टाग्राम के चैनल को भी फॉलो कीजिए। इसी के साथ मैं एसटीजी शिनरा लेते एक छोटा सा ब्रेक, आते हैं फॉर द नेक्स्ट मैच एंड द लास्ट मैच ऑफ द नाइट, जो होने वाला है तुरंत इस छोटे से ब्रेक के बाद।
A very warm welcome to everyone and welcome back. I know the break was short, but we are here with the third series of the day. Now, this is going to be the last, but not the last of the week. So let's move forward. That's going to be Team Mavericks versus Team Destiny Iron. I was lucky enough to get to see Team Destiny Iron yesterday. I think that was the first day for them, and for them, they really played it very well. So let's see how they bring it over to a new day. Once again, I'm your caster PT and I am joined by Debbie today. Hello Debbie, how are you doing? Okay, I hope she fixes her audio soon and she'll be back. But till then, let's see what the teams will be trying to show us. We'll shortly go towards the draft. As usual, you guys know, if you and your team wants to play, do see the registration link pinned in the chat in that comment section of the stream, and you will be directed towards a form, and there you go. Ta-da! You can register, you and your team. So we would love to see you guys up here, because these teams have been practicing so regularly. So I do want something new coming in as well. Destiny and for first pick, they go in for a Eudora ban. I think they kind of get to know from the yesterday's match as well that Eudora, Marcel, as well as something like a Belleric and a Atlas should be a must ban.
All who dare stand in my way will be devoured.
The ocean is not just our home. It is.
So let's see if that's going to happen or not. And with that, we got Team Mavericks banning up an interesting pick as well. There you go. That's going to be a Hanzo. Yep, Hanzo was something that we have seen yesterday. It was a very good pick into the hands of Destiny Iron. They did win up quite a few matches with it. So the team in Mavericks have done their homework. They have gotten something that they know to ban it up. Kaza, Barat, understandable. Barat is also a Destiny Iron's first pick hero, so they banned it all up. Destiny Iron, they have a chance to pick up a Belleric right now since it is not been banned. First pick onto their hands, but if they do commit to a Belleric, they need to have a hero that could combo Warmup very well. Something like a burst kind of hero or something interesting. There you go. Gonna be a Hirara. I totally forgot about the Hirara, and one of the picks that has been rising so well, and to that you definitely need a burst hero with quite a high mobility, be it in any lane if you want to really run away for it. Team Mavericks taking advantage of the Belleric that Team Destiny Iron did not, but if Team Destiny Iron did pick up a Belleric as the first pick, I am pretty sure Team Mavericks would have gone with the Hirara. So the trade was already set out no matter what, but Team Mavericks jumping in with a Selena. This is not their first run with the Selena. I have seen them playing it up so well, so I do want to see what they are trying to plot it in, that too with a Belleric. And yes, you guys might be thinking, why a Belleric with a Selena? There is just not any kind of a combo coming in, but you will see why, because Team Mavericks Abyssal Arrow is really annoying, especially towards the mage and the marksman. Now, Team Destiny's marksman and mage really have to, be safe, be really get out of the way, and for that they have picked up something which doesn't have much of a mobility other than the flicker. So kind of curious to see what they are trying to plot it in. Zushin is going to be one of the picks. Ray's very own favorite, and with that, that's going to be a Paquito. Understandable. Paquito would be something that you would be seeing onto the EXP lane or possibly onto the gold as well. Very rare chance in this, I feel like, because it's kind of set down that Hirara would be the jungler. Team Mavericks going for a semi, counter. That is also good. But talking about the bans, Carmilla and a Melissa. For Team Mavericks, Melissa is a permaban. They don't take any chances. even in the Clash of Starlight, we did see them banning the Melissa quite often. So that's the reason why you do see them. Coconut Water will be having the pick right here, possibly him or Mr. Consistent. Now, Mr. Consistent, what is he going to go against a Hirara? YSS could be an option, but you need a lot of a gold farm and trying to outcome the whole team.
I guess Nolan would be good.
Let's go. And yep, looks like Debbie is actually having a bit of a network issue. So
What do you mean? I am Debbie.
Oh, male Debbie, sure,
My
buddy.
mission.
Ray will be joining us today. So hello, Ray. How are you doing?
I've been waiting.
Well, I'm glad
too
to be
long.
here, of course, right now, especially to be casting this game because yesterday Destiny were able to defeat another one of those teams. I forgot their names actually. I'll remember who I faced up against, but I'll quickly just check. But I was not expecting Destiny in because it was their debut yesterday, and they played really, really well. I think it was against Blood Serpent Esports, yeah, or was it the other team? Whatever it may be. Basically, their performance was pretty good. So today, I'm obviously looking forward to what they can do against Mavericks again. So, but at the same time, Peachy, like, what the heck? They gave away Hirata, the Paquito, both of them. Mavericks, you better have a good counter out for that.
100%. Let's see if they are able to get a counter up or not. But at the same time, no marksman, no pure marksman coming in from the side of Team Mavericks. They are definitely plotting something good. But at the same time, I do feel like there is like a lot of shred possibility from the side of Team Destiny Iron. Front lanes can be having to move backwards or maybe taken down quite too low before they could do something, and Team Mavericks will have to work it out. And there you go, there's gonna be our Raby. Hi, Raby.
What the heck was that? I will just choose to ignore it. Anyways, getting straight into the game. Okay. Getting straight into the game, we can already see, of course, my wifey Zushin already putting in the pressure. And that's the thing, Paquito coming in as well. A lot of pressure already into the game, Peachy.
100%. Look at that. They are not leaving it out anything. And as for Fly, who is already taken down quite too low, that's the power of a Zushin. Crisis really aggressive right there. Would love to see that because that's the early game. And we got the first blood. That into the hands of Hirata. Crazy. They will be trying to get Mr. Consistent and his farm, which is kind of successful. Mr. Consistent does get stunned lock right there. 1 HP away and he gets out safely.
Pretty close by. Almost would have gotten the kill, but I guess since it's the early game, the cooldowns are pretty high. Can't really initiate yet, especially the Fallen Maple. And with this for now, okay, Hylos, that was a very dodgeable stun. You just took it for no reason. And Selena, she is feeling a bit hungry for the kill and might actually go for it since the Frill comes in. I think that was a bit of overextension from Hylos, not gonna lie. But anyways, Hirata, you're not level 4 yet. You don't have enough scaling. Even if you have 2 skills, that is just way too much going deep and almost got taken down. But fortunately, she'll be okay. And even her buff, because the Mavericks are also not exactly that ahead.
That's true. The Mavericks did pick up 2 kills right there, and despite Destiny Iron being the first one to do so. Now, Turtle already gone. Love the positioning of the Team Mavericks right here when Mr. Consistent needs a neutral objective like a Lord and a Turtle. This has been seen right from the day number 1, which has been not broken or not taken lightly, which is such a good thing to see. But Hare next and he's trying to go in. He just lost his ultimate right there. But wait a minute, Crisis is trying to get Coconut Water skills already right there. 2-man knock up so well, and that's gonna be the death for Coconut Water. Too aggressive right onto early game onto a Freya.
I mean, you can play the aggro, but like that too many people, and especially considering the side of Team Destiny, they do have heroes that can counter you out, especially with the Hirata Zushin. I think Hylos needs to play a little bit safe. He's taking a lot of free damage, and he's not level 4 yet. And I think this is something I guess not a lot of roamers realize, but now you actually get more EXP and gold as a roamer if you keep on showing the enemy's position and you hit them. If you play very inactive, you get punished for it. So anyways, with this bot lane, carry, being smart about it, realizes something is fishy, and will immediately leave behind. But the goal turret, 115 each for Mr. Consistent and Coconut. They will get it. But okay, Belleric, they're gonna be fine for now.
Fine for now, but soon enough, you know, there's going to be something happening. The pressure is definitely building up, especially for Team Destiny. Iron, look at them. They're trying to go into the lane, gets a jab onto Mr. Consistent. He's supposed to come in, and that's going to be Icarus falling down. G-Razy gets one. Love to see him going in for another one, but his mana being low and it's falling down is such a not a good thing. Zebex, on the other hand, being such a tanky person, he's still tanking it up. LeBron James goes in, he gets one. He's trying to get one more, but no, they tried to get out. And Zebex, love that positioning. He got, his teammates out of that position, but LeBron Lanes couldn't get out. What's too aggressive right there?
Yeah, I love his name, Jabron Lames. Not LeBron. Jabron Lames. I like their names. It's pretty funny name. Even the name of the carry sounds pretty odd, right? Herrick Shin. Anyways, with this, Mavericks will get theirs to first turtle, is it? Or what? Did they get the first one as well? I did not catch it actually. They've gotten 2 turtles. Yeah, 2 turtles so far. 5-4 score. So they are doing a little bit better than Destiny in so far. Oh yeah, yesterday Team Destiny won against Morin Royals for 2-1. So yeah, today now they're against another M team, Mavericks. How they're gonna be faring. So far though, Mavericks has gotten the early lead that they wanted, and they're doing pretty good.
Definitely, and they're not leaving out anything open as of now, and the way that they're positioning, I feel like Team Destiny is trying to mirror it out, but at the same time, Zebex, he and as well as Icarus would just fallen too deep before realizing that his teammates are just like few seconds away. If they close that gap, that's going to be really good. Crisis, he does get spotted out. That's going to be Mr. Consistent trying to get out, and that was a mistake from him. He gets caught out. It's like 4-person going in for it. Now Team Mavericks losing out a member. They know they don't have to fight, but they're still going in. A bit of a knockup comes in, and the Belleric will be forced to use up as well. There comes the LeBron James taking away a kill. Fly will be taken out along with Thursto. Zebex, the slowdown is crazy, but Coconut Water does take one revenge kill. Will he be able to get up? He took us out of the way. There comes the Hirara as well. But no, G-Razy buys out a bit of a time. This was kind of unnecessary, but still, they got out alive.
Why is Icarus going for 7 Cs? That is very odd, because like Pakido, yeah, you can play from the bush, but Hunter Strike is the core item. You need it for... I'm not sure. That item does not sit well for me. Icarus, you gotta change your build, man. That item is for assassins. Yeah, you're kind of an assassin, but mid-side, Fly almost gets taken down right there, but... Jabron Lames instead gets retaliation from the side of Mavericks. I've been noticing Fly has been playing Selena constantly these days. I guess he's really using the scrims to like make his Selena perfect.
Definitely, the practice is really working out very well as well. You do see the Basilaro coming in, but at the same time, when you see like a top 1 leader, there's like always a prediction where the movement goes. So I do want to see that coming in from a Fly as well. But wait a minute, first all, he might be taken down, but no, Icarus just gets jabbed down. Their taunt was too much to take, and Mr. Consistent still trying to take down, even though his members are losing their HP. The chip damage from this high loss is really crazy and a lot, Ray.
I mean, at the same time, Belleric, you can pretty much see why he is the most annoying tank right now. And I think, it's so odd that Belleric became so strong because of, do you know what? He became so strong because of 0.2 seconds. His taunt used to be activated 1.8 seconds. Now it's 1.6. You'd think 0.2 seconds is nothing. But in a MOBA game, every minute second can change a hero from, you can play him too. He's a top priority. And Belleric is proving himself to be that one. Because look at how he's able to not just taunt out Icarus, he's just basically making him fly close to the sun or maybe the tree and just take him down. And with the score now being 7-8, Pakido 0-3-3, he's not really able to scale up. And I definitely think it's really affecting him. The reason is because Paquito needs the cooldown, man. It's not about the penetration or the damage from the 7Cs that you need. It's the fact that you need a little cooldown along with the penetration that Hunter Strike provides. It's really much needed. And movement speed, by the way. You get really good movement speed, which is good for chasing.
Much needed, but the Kairos, as of now, talking about him taken down bottom lane. There's quite a good pressure. Coastal.
Yeah, melt.
Coconut water taken down. Carry unlock the potential. That's gonna be Jabron J going in and picking up a double kill. That was easy breezy for him. He just went in, got out, but Mr. Consistent, knowing his team just lost out of 5, it was a wise decision to go for the turrets.
Yeah, and that too, the added bonus factor of the, what do you say again? Oh yeah, the Zushin, genuinely, she is causing issues for coconut water as well as the cursed soul. But so far, G-Razy, he's on a 404, no error. He is doing pretty good and he's winning the lane against Paquito. He could be their key because Esmeralda will be pretty hard to kill, but that would have been an issue if it wasn't for the fact that the side of Destiny In has taken the carry. And yeah, the Destiny In makes it sound like it's a homestay, you know. But anyways, hey, okay, Lord fight. Yeah, it's gonna get secret.
Oh, Mr. Consistent gets the Lord. The sun drums in into the bronze lane. Couldn't do anything. He's out of the way.
The farm lanes.
All the farm gone. Crisis. Oh my goodness, that was an inch away. Mid lane's definitely going down. Zebex and as well as Crisis will have to back off.
Their names are so nice, right? Zebex, Icarus, Crisis. They're like names that we know, but with different spellings.
Yeah.
Even the LeBron James is Jabron Lames. It's pretty funny. The score is 10/10, and the minute is also 10 minutes. So wow, this outfit is banger. Anyways, Mavericks, they're pretty much right now. For a while, it was about side. They lost the whole fight, and it felt like Destiny In might be able to get the game. But immediately, Mavericks clapped back, and now they are the ones leading with a massive amount of goal lead. Not exactly that much massive. It's only been 3,000, but the simple reason is how you can see the map turning red. Like, there's a Lord coming. They're now down to the tier 2s. Top lane doesn't even have the tier 2 anymore. So they're pretty much like getting gapped in the macro side, and now they're trying to take the tier 2s as well.
100%. Let's see what they are trying to do. As of now, G-Razy does get chased down. Hirara trying her best to take down, but no, almost there. What is it going to be? What is it going to be? Immunization comes in so perfectly. And G-Razy is so wise to see another day.
He's gonna be alive, but how long with? Right now, let's take a look into the itemization, because I believe this is the thing. Like Paquito, he has a weird build, man. The Hunter Strike is not exactly helping him out, and now it's helping him not at all because now he cannot ambush. Right now, you're behind. The Hunter Strike, 7Cs is now been rendered useless. On to the other side, Carrie is done with her Trinity. She does need the Malefic Gun. I honestly prefer Malefic Gun before than the DHS because you can dish out a lot of damage from her passive. You just need the range because Carrie, let's be real, she's the marksman with the shortest range in the whole game. Less than Moskov, by the way, who fights you very face to face. And onto the other side, YSS going for a build that I sometimes go, but no rose gold might actually pay him. Mr. Consistent, make sure you don't get bursted out. Selena going with the penetration first. Legit divine glaive. Wow, she really wants to burst out the Hylos, man. Purple side, Jabron Lames.
Oh, not looking good. Oh, not looking good. Gets out of the way safely. G-Razy not leaving it up. The Rattle Giant with the flick off comes in so perfectly that LeBron James, not sure why he jumped in, will be taken now. Mr. Consistent for a kill. Wait a minute, he gets out of the way. Now the carry is actually hitting. Not having any deaths plus Team Mavericks are not able to, mark her down is going to be a problem for Team Mavericks. Oh, wait a minute. They're not over. Fly still around. Nikara's trying to go for a jab core, but no, it's gonna be no chase. They know the Lord's up, and not having Jabron lanes is still a problem, and they could at least try to annoy them maybe, but no, that would be too expensive because Mr. Consistent has surpassed the Hirara in terms of gold. That's a big thing.
Yep. He has the bounty right now, and comparing their goals right now, the Hirara is standing at 8.7k. Meanwhile, the YSS is standing at around 11,000. So it is pretty much evident 3k gold lead is doing a lot of things for them. YSS is also pretty much full build, while Hirara, she's still on the she's going too much bursts. I believe she has a goddamn Sky Piercer, and then she's also going Sea Halberd. Like, that's too much damage. You'd need the Queen's Wings, honestly, to sustain a bit. But bot side,
Oh, one down. Coconut water gets out of the way, but no, I don't think he's gonna be go down. That's gonna be the bronze.
full damage Hirara.
For the double kill. Now again, they could try to push it in or try to get their minions and the lord out of the way. They are pushing it in. Mr. Consistent does get targeted, and he goes
Nice
in and gets Mr. Consistent and his bounty cost soul. Will he be able to do it? No, there's gonna be the Hirara out of the way so safely.
Jabron Limbs is pretty fast, honestly. That was some fast thinking right there. It did not exactly even let Mr. Consistent clap back, but I would honestly not blame, but basically point out the fact that even Mr. Consistent, he is also going full damage. You don't need that much damage, but mid side, what is Hylos trying to... I mean, that much zoning is not necessary, but I guess they'll still get the turret. They don't get it! What? Okay, they get it. Alright, towards the mid side, there's going to be a lot of engages popping in. Skills after skills being used, but mega kill for Jabron Limbs. Secure the Hexion. Gonna be taking kill, double kill. Can it make it a triple? He can't exactly do it so. But Destiny in right now, following it with a epic comeback, a clapback if we might add. And Jabron Limbs, I was doubting the fact that he was going so much damage, but I guess it's working out. And now full build combined with the breastplate that he just picked up just now for a few seconds ago after he taking the YSS. Yeah, that build is working out now. I mean, his Sky Piercer had 0 stacks, but the moment he got the kill on the bot side, he scaled up and immediately he's clapping back. Carry also going so much full damage. 28 stacks for the YSS on the Sky Piercer. Meanwhile, she has 49. You can clearly see who's obviously going to be hitting you a little bit harder at low HPs, but okay, I get it. They're not... sorry, I get the Destiny in. Their side is not going for a Rose Gold because of the Esmeralda. But why isn't Mr. Consistent going for a Rose Gold? Why isn't Freya going for it?
It got
Icarus.
us down. There's like nothing left right there for him. Like, no, he's always being the bait, and you know what's kind of sad to see that he's the first one to fall down and the team cannot do anything there. There's like nothing of sort of a protection for the carry or possibly the mage as well. They'll have to play it a bit safe despite being a high loss as well. High loss, he'll have to focus on to his stance plus how he should be, you know, giving a payment for the Hirara. But this time around, having a 4v5 situation, I don't think either of the teams will be going in for a fight. Rather, take down those inhibitors. Bottom lane turret, I feel like that could be it as of now.
And you know the surprising thing, by the way, Peachy, like, is the fact that Destiny side has been going full burst. Like, Icarus, except for Dormice, is going full damage. Then Carry is going full damage. Jabron Limbs is also going full damage with the, I guess, exception of Breastplate. But Breastplate is not enough of a tanky item. So much burst, it's really impressive. But now they're down to their own Lord that is coming in towards their side. They have to defend it and play defensive. But will they lose a turret? I guess not. They are defending it really well. The carry will melt out. And they will make sure their base does not lose any inhibitor in the process.
That's true. And you know, I just noticed something from Team Mavericks. They lack a bit of a range. Every one of them will have to come at least like near them. Be it
No marksman.
the member. Yeah, and I kind of wanted to see Fly playing something like a Farsa or possibly a Zatian. That could have set a bit of a chance, or just enough of a second. Veggie Razy or even possibly Mr. Consistent could jump in and take away the skills. Now, for a YSS, he can get a 2-shot or a 3-shot possibly, since the Abyssal Arrows are not hitting quite as we were expecting, or the members that it should have been hitting. So that is definitely a problem. Now, because Soul has been giving such an amazing setup right there, and I'm gonna see that very soon enough. But no, that's gonna be Kirara getting stunned off. Crisis trying to go for a chase, gets fly. This is what I was talking about. There's no range coming in, while Team Destiny and does have it, despite having heroes that they will have to, go very near. Now, talking about the range that I was talking, that's going to be Zerek, because look at this. This is what I was talking about. Looks like it's going to be Mr. Consistent getting stunned off onto the front line. Miss Soul gets busted off. Hard next end, he does gets a kill. He's trying to go in for more, but playing it very, very safe. Right? It's a consistent miles away.
Neon light wheels will catch you even if you run away. I didn't realize he just it's not dying because they respawn, but I didn't realize just lays there. But look at the melting. That's the issue with the Freya, man. In the late game, she just gets bursted out by any marksman. And to be fair, that's a goddamn carry who's especially better at melting. She's not someone that will try to burst you with the crit damage and you will see it coming. She just makes you melt out like butter on a pan, and that's exactly what's happening. And of course, Crisis and Zebex, both of these two, the mid duo basically, the Zushin and the Hylos combo, it's working perfectly. They are gonna be going for the Lord 5-man, so Freya has a good angle to maybe try to go for a split push.
Very well so, and as a Freya, if you don't split push, then why are you playing a Freya? So you're gonna see the same right now into the bottom lane. Lords want to be taken out quite quickly. Destiny Iron realizing the turret might be in a danger. Now, for Team Mavericks to get the game, they need to get the carry. So far, carry has not been targeted, and the times that he was targeted, those all were unsuccessful. Now, to get a very successful one, they needed something of a magic damage with a range. Fly was not able to get carry. There's Mr. Consistent not able to get carry. And if G-Razy as well as Coconut Water or Beat Curse or do come in contact with carry, they are being melted down, because you are at the 20 minute of the game. Coconut Water still being out of the bottom lane, realizing the team doesn't need any more manpower in terms of damage. They will be trying to get it on, but the Lord is still healthy. The Lord is still very right there. Cursor really trying to, evade and try to buy a term, which is really good. Zebex does get stunned up because of the Abyssal Arrow. There's the damage! The Flicker ultimate from Cursor. He loses also the Immortality. Crisis does get targeted, but that's going to be Coconut Water trying to go for the carry, but no, carry repositions himself so well that that's going to be Coconut Water for the dead. 1 minute of a dead counter. Team Mavericks loses you. Mr. Consistent pawns down. The whole Lord is healthy and the base is quite open, and Team Destiny Iron gets the game.
Game 1 with a very push and pull match. Mavericks had it once, then Destiny, then Mavericks, then Destiny. It was a seesaw, up and down, all over. But at the end, it's going to be the side of Team Destiny that gets this game number 1. And that's honestly, I feel like I would say it's a little bit predictable, because when the game goes like 21 minutes and you have a Freya for a marksman, I mean, basically gold lane, right? Yeah, you're not winning. Simple reason, you don't have enough late game damage. And that's the issue, because marksman, goddammit, what the... Anyway.
Oh my god. Let's have a moment to stare at that.
What the?
Coming back to the game, Team Mavericks will have been seeing their second or possibly the third loss.
I don't look that bad as a woman, right? Yeah, I look normal.
Yeah, you do. Don't worry.
What in the world is... Peachy, I could be a twin, right? Yeah. Take a moment, take a moment.
Oh my god, I'm pretty sure the audience though. I'm pretty sure you're gonna get stickered on WhatsApp now.
I mean, it's not like I don't have enough already.
Well...
I already have like 6,700 stickers.
Oh my
but yeah, we will move into the game number 2 right now. Sides will be swapped. Mavericks will get the first pick. Last game they made the mistake of course, giving away the Hirara, which I never approve of. Don't ever give away Hirara in any scrim or like even in ranked games, because she's very easy to play. You know, she's very easy to maneuver because she only has 2 skills as well. What you gotta do is just pull the skill back, and she's just a very nuisance hero. Like, you can't catch her. She has constant mobility, constant immunity. She's just a full-on devil to be dealt with. And with this, the teams are ready, and I believe we can now go for the game number 2, as we'll dive into Mavericks trying to make a comeback. Will it be a 2-for-1 like yesterday, where Destiny made a comeback, or is it going to be a 2-0 where Destiny will continue their dominance in the MOBA Warmup Clash series by Algambo Esports, powered by none other than kridox.
Let's go. Game number 2, here we come. And with that, I would love to see what will Team Mavericks do. They do realize that they were lacking the range, and possibly since this being the scrim, what if they do give away the Hirara and the carry once again towards the side of Team Destiny Iron? And then, because Team Mavericks were one of the few teams that I have been seeing bringing up new heroes, new team composition as well. So I do want to see that kind of a scenario coming in, where they do give Destiny IN the Hirara as well as a carry or something possibly new as well, and then they are trying to pick up heroes to counter them. For now, with the YSS pick, I did see somewhere along the lines that it was something Mr. Consistent wanted to see that if he was able to take down Hirara or not. Now, the answer was very obvious with the game number 1. So game number 2, will we be seeing something different or not? It looks like bans are in, and Destiny Iron this time around putting YSS on the ban section.
Okay, and that's a bit interesting. I don't think YSS was too much needed, like, at all, right? Because I don't think he was... I mean, yeah, he's a meta jungler, but like, there are so many other heroes that you can ban out, like Eudora, Marcel, Kaja, then Atlas, Belric, Hirara, then Paquito, Melissa, me. I can't even like finish it. There's so many heroes that I honestly can pick up instead of like the YSS, man. That respect ban is I don't support it. But hey, Mavericks also missed out a ban. I don't know why. They were ready. So what happened, guys? And there we go. We get the Eudora Bane coming in. Why am I so small compared to Peachy? Anyways, we'll right now move towards the other bands coming in slowly. That's gonna be the Marcel popping in. I guess they can ban out. I guess they can ban out the Belric for Destiny, because Cursed Soul does like the Belric, and he was annoying them quite a bit. But that just means one thing: they will give away the Hirara to the side of Mavericks this time. Mr. Consistent getting his hands onto it. But there is a hero that counters Hirara, the Barats. She can't immune if you eat her.
Agreed. So this time around, Destiny IN will be sure to pick up a Barats. As for them, I have seen them, having Barats as a winning pick. So I have a feeling that they might or they might not trying to get new heroes in as well. With that, will Azushin be a pick or not is something I am curious. But hey,
I might not be a lighted man, but I do know my traits.
Possible, I think, because Barats does feel like going to be XP lane. Atlas is still open, so Mavericks can pick it up. And about the Zushin, I think if Mavericks picks up the Atlas, they have to pick the Valentina, because if you pick up the Atlas, enemy will straight up pick the Valentina and say, yeah, I am you, and get the fatal links from you. You can't risk it, man. You can never ever risk giving away the Valentina when you have the Atlas. That's actually the main reason why a lot of people leave the Atlas open and they just pick up the Valentina and any other tank. They just copy your ult. It's pretty much easy. But Destiny in, I guess it confirms it. Akai is gonna be... Wait, what if Akai is roam and not jungle?
Yeah, I have a feeling that Paquito would be the jungle, EXP Barats, and a roam Akai. How Destiny Iron loves to play, this would be very optimal for them. But at the same time, they could swap up to making sure the Barats is onto a jungle, because that's the Hirara you're talking about. And when there's team fights, there's Destiny Iron with the Barats.
The issue with jungle Barats is, Peachy, you can't do the flicker combo, The flicker combo Barats is really scary, and Barats honestly needs the flicker, and that's one of the reasons like not a lot of people play the Barats jungle, because like once you use up your Detona's welcome, you can't exactly run away from your opponents, which really like, I mean, you get easily killed. You don't want that to be happening, especially considering you're facing an Atlas who, guess what, his frigid breath, that constant slow, bro, and that immobilize, it is annoying. Barats would not want to be caught out. So Destiny in right now, I would say this is going to be a Paquito gold lane, considering going Barats jungle would be risky. Now the fact is, this Akai is jungler, or their jungler who was Jabran Lames, does he just like to play the assassins? I guess we'll now find out as they pick up their hero.
Let's see. Bans are section done. A lot of match
The
heroes
immortal
does
one
get
chose
banned
me to
off.
vanquish the
And with
shadows.
that,
Yeah,
plague
it's
this
Akai
world.
room.
Yep, 100%. We got the Suyo onto the jungle. So Paquito onto the goal, Barats EXP.
I
But
am
Whoa!
vengeance incarnate.
Whoa. XP Carmilla?
Yeah. I guess they're like, oh, Barats is tank, so we'll just pick up a tanky XP as well. And Carmilla is going to be pretty fun.
Terizla would have been it.
Tesla would have been good for the sustain, but I guess Carmilla is really good if you just want to do wombo combo, bro. Like, holy hell. Like, Mavericks, their whole lineup is standing on the fact that Atlas needs to ult. Because, let's be real, even if Carmilla, like, connects her ultimate, right? There needs to be the Atlas ultimate. Valentina can't do anything. So, their whole lineup is now completely dependent on Cursed Soul landing their ultimate. But to be fair, Valentina can copy Detona's welcome and the heavy spin. But both of them I feel like is more defensive. I guess Detona's welcome is offensive. And funny enough, wouldn't it be funny if, hey, is it possible? I want to see. I will test it in custom. Pitchy, do you want to test it in custom? If Barats eats someone and Valentina eats Barats, what happens?
We have to try that. We definitely have to try that.
Anyways, we're back. We're in the game, guys, and now we're gonna be seeing if Destiny in they get the clean sweep or not. Jabran Lames on the Suyo, which is a very similar hero to the Hirara, I would say. He was one of the first heroes, along with Julian, who do not need level 4 to be unlocking all their skills.
Yep, that's
I mean, sorry. Julian is, but like Suyo, he does not need the level 4 either because he can constantly switch between his form. Yeah. He still needs his ultimate, by the way, because, you know, that arrow, that Arjun Dhanush.
extra damage. Extra damage was much needed, but looks like we are going to see a bit of a poke and pull. And my goodness, Herrera, like the second sense was really good, like going in for the wait a minute, first blood comes in. That's gonna be the Suyu for you, falling down. Not the first time. This was deja vu from the game number 1. But wait a minute, her soul flickers out of the way. An easy escape, but at the same time, Hirara being really aggressive right there.
Do you know Valir is actually one of the highest win rate mages in the, mythical immortal rank, glory and immortal rank. Valir is actually the highest, not highest, second highest. Do you know? Guess what? Who's the first? Yeah, it's the goddamn Eudora. Of course, it's the Eudora. She's just broken. It's just an auto win if you get her. So yeah, but Valir, I would say, considering the fact that he's not as broken as Eudora, it's really impressive. He has high win rate, and I guess the reason is, he is a complete nonsense to fight if you're playing any melee hero, tank, fighter, whatever. He's just a constant annoyance to you.
Definitely. That I don't think that fact is true to me, because whenever I play Valir, I'm not sure why I lose the game. It's like a losing hero for me. But wait a minute, Fly, he tries to get someone right there, trying to get the Suyu stunned up, but no. Detona's welcome goes in for the Carmilla. There's going to be the spinning wheel as well, but wait a minute, that's going to be Jurazy falling down first. Team Mavericks will have to back off because of one member falling down.
Will they be able to take it? Oh, that was a good spear, but regardless of that, they're going to be able to get the turtle. Paquito is on the bot side. Eric Shin, I appreciate the fact that you're trying to help out your team, but like, you're giving free farm to Moskov. Don't make the same mistake that the side of Team Mavericks did in the last game, giving away farm to the gold laner.
Not good, not good. But like the positioning that is coming in from Crisis this time around, that just gave it away. And there you go, Cursol comes in for the vision. Now once again, there could be a good setup, but no, he flickers out of the way. That was very, very precautionary flicker. That was
Too
soon.
fast. Yeah, like unnecessary. They did not even engage onto him. He was like, he saw Akai and he's like, no, I don't want any of this. And he just gets away from there. Akai with a heavy spin right now. First soul.
They connect, they connect. That's gonna be the Mosquito trying to get out of the way. He gets out of the way, but Zebex is too low. G-Razy does not connect up his ultimate. Goes into the flicker. Tries to get Zebex. Flicker for Zebex as well. Cursol really low. He tries to get out, but there was a bit of a slow coming in. Tsuyu does get one. Icarus and the barrage. Too low. G-Razy taken down. Double kill for Mr. Consistent, but he will be shut down. But that will be Jabron Laves taking double as well. Will he be able to do one more? He's trying to regen himself up, but no. 2v1 situation with such low health and no cooldown is a death penalty.
I like the fact that this game is a lot more equal, just like the previous one. It's going back and forth again once more. The score is 4-3 in 4 minutes in, and Destiny in. They're looking like they're trying to get the lead, but it's pretty much clear that Mavericks are slowly clapping back. And the one thing they gotta keep an eye out constantly is gonna be the gold lane. The Moskov, they cannot let Moskov get up to farm. Right now he's sitting at, look at that, he's sitting at 3,000 gold, by the way, which is ahead of Suyo, who's the highest gold of Destiny in. This is the thing I was mentioning. Paquito is sitting at like 2.3, man. That's why, like, when you play the fighter goal, you have to be cautionary. You cannot leave your lane like that, because once you do, the gold lane gets farmed up. And with this, looks like they might be able to get the turtle pretty much. But oh, Curse Soul coming up with the Fatal Links might be able to get someone. Tries to get Suyo.
Wait a minute, there you go. Suyu very low. Bit of
Retry use
as well, and no. Slow down to the retry.
No retry.
No retry from both the sides. Cursor gets it off. Team Mavericks is the one with the turtle. Wait a minute, Crisis. He's trying to get out of the way. 4 members onto him, and he will be falling down with Zebex. Team Mavericks have caught up the pace.
This is amazing, by the way. I feel like the side of Mavericks, they immediately knew when like the Paquito was picked. They also realized that this is a Paquito gold lane, right? Either he rotates, right, into the fight and Moskov can push, or if he doesn't rotate, Moskov can always use his spear and come in. Look at that. He used his spear to join the team fight, cleared out the minion, and then rejoined it again once he saw their low HP, and now he's gotten the kill. While Paquito was still stuck in the top side because that's a fighter. He can't match up to someone who can ultimate globally and teleport.
Once again, there's got to be a fight. Icarus really low, but he still pushes it in. There's going to be Paquito for a kill. Icarus falls down, but Zebex, he still manages. G-Razy comes in, gets the curse soul right there. Crisis will have to go back and out of the way, but G-Razy thus gets caught down. 4 members onto him. Flickers out of the way, right on time, but Team Destiny Iron are not going in for a chase.
So far, so good. The score is 6-7, and Mavericks... It looks like they're doing pretty good still, because the later this game goes, the better it is for them, because they have a gold laner and Destiny does not. So Mavericks, you just gotta keep on pushing towards the late game, and Destiny, you have to end the game early by 1 or 2 lords, because the 3rd lord, I don't think you're gonna be able to get it, because the Moskov, look at that, he's already built up to 2nd of his item right now, building up towards the 3rd one. And once the Trinity is completed, you don't even have a Baleric. You will rely on Hexchin and Jabran Lames to burst out the Moskov before he finishes you, reaps you out. After all, that's a reap marksman. Top side, they're giving him a lot of zoning. Turtle right now towards the gold side. Okay, this is surprising.
Oh, they are going in for the turtle, which is kind of okay, but at the same time, oh!
Hey, boom!
The fatal like so perfect with G-Razy. They get the immobilization set in, but coconut water will be taken down by the Suyu. Wait a minute, Fly will be falling down despite being such a good set. Team Mavericks so far too behind, being taken down. And hey, G-Razy does get double kill right there. There's gonna be a bit of a chase. Mr. Consistent, will he be able to get it? Oh, he gets that, but no! He plays LeBron James so well, but no. He does get caught on. He accepts his fate. What? Takes a kill.
Type is a time.
No, no way! He doesn't accept it. He makes a triple kill and then survives.
That's the thing with the assassin emblem, killing spree, and then the sky piercer combo. If your opponents are low and you are as well, doesn't really matter. Just get the kill. Once you do it, you survive it, and we'll get the highlight of it. This was pretty funny. Both of the assassins dashed their skills out, but Suyo with the good initiation. You can see the fact where he regenerated from the kill of the Carmilla, and then, of course, Cursed Soul. He's just level 7. Level 7 can't take down a level 11, and now level 12. The score is 10-11. Wow, so many 11 in a minute. The clock hits 9 minutes right now, almost. Mavericks, they're trying to make a comeback, but their main source of damage is going to be coconut water. And last time he got taken down, he needs to survive. It's not just Cursed Soul who needs to do the set. It's him who needs to stay alive and dish out the damage. Because it doesn't matter if you make a whole set. Where is your damage?
You know, Team Mavericks are really set on the... Like, they're set their eyes onto the set that they are making, especially for the Atlas, especially for the Carmilla, because other than that, oh my goodness, such a beautiful set once again coming in from Cursed Soul right here, but Coconut Water, he's lacking a bit of a damage despite being so much tanky right there. Crisis, he's trying to get them stunned up so well. Zebex does get stunned off, but wait a minute, Fly will be taken down. He tried to go in with the heavy spin, but that just backfired onto him, and this time around, I think taking the...
Hey!
No. Flicker comes in for RNX and moves perfectly right here. Wait a minute. Okay, Detona's welcome. Will be raided right there. Icarus taken on too much damage. The slow is something he cannot avoid. Will be taken down. I think there's going to be a bit of a pressure coming up, especially for Jabron lanes. He knows. Coconut Water repositioned himself for the slow you. And wait a minute.
Hey.
Cycling so perfect. 2 members, but no, Coconut Water will be
Jabron lanes.
and just
Jabron lanes.
to jump it.
Jabron lanes.
Maybe a maniac, but no, just the consistent shut down all the possibility of a maniac, but RNX and sliver of HP.
I like these two junglers, man. They're pretty much equal. Mr. Consistent and Jabron Limbs. It feels like they're fated to face each other. Like, this is some good. Both of the junglers are playing amazing, by the way. Like, Hirara's broken, but she requires a little bit of micro. And Suyo, of course, he is very micro-reliant hero. He has low cooldowns now in the late game, but it's about how well you execute. When do you use the Evil Queller, the Soul Sever, right? And how well you, especially considering all the skills need to be aimed. And he's doing pretty well, but I would say Mr. Consistent, yeah, he did get the kill, but we gotta give credit to where it's credit due. Cursed Soul and G-Razy, they are doing a lot of heavy lifting by making those sets in the whole team.
Mavericks a bit behind, talking about a bit of a replay. That was really good, but I feel like the Fatal Vix links was a bit unnecessary because it just gave to you to jump in towards Coconut Water, who was trying to reposition himself so desperately. Like, right from the second turret, like when he was trying to get out the third turret, you have been seeing him out of the way, like trying to get from the Atlas, but the Atlas just
good immune.
But wait a minute, Mr. Consistent immunes it so well. Zebex pots him up, but the team are really behind. Mavericks really got a good distraction right here. G-Razy, he's also right there. He's getting attacked by the Paquito, but wait a minute, there comes the flow. Zebex down, that's Suyu, really trying to get out of the way. Icarus does get the kill, and Suyu finds the opening so well, right on time. 2 for 1 is what we have just seen.
Go back base, you gotta defend it out because the Moskov finds his leeway. You're gonna be able to crack out the inhibitor turret, and now, once again, Destiny, you are not in the lead, I would say, because guess what? The Moskov gonna be able to push down the bot side. Look at the graph, up and down, like it's like the heart monitor going up and down. It's literally a heart rate. Top side, Moskov catches onto Paquito. He will retreat though. He has enough dashes, but the Lord's gonna be coming in. Minion on the bot side. this game is very 50-50. Destiny is trying to make it a sweep, but Mavericks, they're not letting the game go down so easily.
Let's see if Team Destiny Iron does get a victory in a clean sweep, because yesterday it was 2 for 1, and this time around they are trying to do 2-0. The lot's gonna set in. There's a lot of the turrets that are yet to be taken down. Wait a minute, Custol, what is he going to do? He's just playing it out as a diffuser. So that coconut water will have a bit of an easier time. G-Razy playing it out as a secondary tank. As usual, you know that's the broad lanes. No way! In a 1v1 battle, will be taken down. Zebex, on the other hand, he's trying to find a target right here, but the target is out of sight. The lot's taken down. No more minions coming in. And Team Mavericks, despite having such a... Oh, Daytona's welcome! G-Razy, he's trying to get down, but no! That's Mr. Consistent, falling down, who does get the taste of the slow down as well, coming in from the Icarus. Wait a minute, Icarus, will he be able to get out? He does pop his, skills right there, but no, that's not going to be futile. Wait a minute, 4 members down. LeBron lanes will be coming in very, very soon. But the minions right there, coconut water right there. There's like 2 tanks right in front of coconut water. Who is going to stop him?
He's gonna be able to push. Look at the Reap coming in from Moscow right now. He's just melting through everything. And once again, Destiny faces the same the Destiny they faced in the last game. I'm sorry, Mavericks faced in the last game by fighting a marksman instead. This is going to be the issue right now. Takedo, no matter how hard he tries, he can't reach a Moskov that easily. Suyu is doing his best to reach out, but how can you do it? There's like 2 tanks in front. Valentina's copying Akai's ultimate, and constantly there's going to be of course, Mr. Consistent trying to jump on you as well. So Destiny, they're just like caught in the midst of it. How can they make it a sweep when they don't have any late game right now? And what can they honestly do? Mavericks sitting at 18 kills, Destiny sitting at 19. The score is pretty much equal. The goal lead pretty much equal. Both teams made equal. Will the score be equal 1-1, or is it going to be a sweep, a miracle sweep for Destiny? Because they're really struggling. You can see it. The Moskov, now he even gets the wind of nature. He's waiting in the bush for that 1 versus 1 with the Moskov. He just revealed himself.
No way, does that? That would have been such a good backdoor. But wait a minute, Harad, you will be able to get it. But now Daytona's welcome will be raided. Such a perfect flash coming in. And
but no!
Rada gets one. There's still a lot of amount of damage coming in. Double kill for Mr. Consistent.
So he was trying to push, trying to be a sneaky one. Gets the tier 2. But still gets stunned out. On the mid side, the Valir and Akai right now all alone uses the ultimate to get out of there. But that's a Moskov for you, along with a Hirara constantly coming back. Constantly consistent. It's a kind of funny name to say. But yeah, that's about it right now. I don't think there's going to be much they can honestly do at this point, PG. Because like, what can they do? Top side, that's Suyo trying to do something against the Moskov. But he has the wind of nature, I believe. And he's not going to be able to do much about it. And with this, the Lord will be taken. The score right now sits at 21-19. And Destiny, I guess you're going for a game number 3.
Team Mavericks really not giving it up. But the same goes for Team Destiny Iron as well. Look at them. They will have to get another Lord. This is definitely a deja vu from the yesterday's game. They have pushed it out so much. I can see that this game definitely going towards 21 minutes at least. We are yet to see the main things that's gonna happen. As of now, Team Mavericks really trying to, get a perfect window, the perfect timing to jump in as quickly as possible. Coconut water has been unreachable. First game we have seen the carry being unreachable, and we just know what the result's gonna be. I feel like that's gonna be the same happening, but at the same time, Mr. Consistent, he's trying to evade everything. He did it! But a bit of a stun comes in. There's going to be Zerex with his ultimate, but no, that's not gonna yield anything because the Lord's coming in. Team Destiny Iron is really focusing on the Lord, but the Team Mavericks are focusing onto the remaining turrets, which are taken down. Without any mercy, without anything. Oh, wait a minute. I love how Cursor is waiting up for the fatal links. Mr. Consistent is trying to jump in, but no, he's waiting up for this.
Oh, boom, kabow.
Link in, and he gets one. Crisis will be the first one falling down. Haren will be the second one. There's minions not in, but no, Zerazy. Unfortunately, the first one to fall down to the side of Team Mavericks. Zebex really taken down quite too low. A bit right there, Fly. His damage
Whoa.
right in. There's no minions. Oh, there is a minion, but Coconut goes into the base, and we will be seeing game number 3.
Ooh, Jabran Lames, he was putting in the work, man. That dude, he wanted to win this game so bad, and I believe he'll get a better rating as well because of the simple reason he was. Look at the 10.1, bro. This was an epic comeback by the side of Team Mavericks. Like, this guy Suyo was honestly insane. Jabran Lames, that was some swift movements right there, and now we will see them take the first pick once again into this game number 3, and it's gonna be really interesting what's gonna happen for the side of Team Destiny.
Let's see the word again coming in. Now, third match is always unexpected. Both the teams have done very well. They have overcome their shortcomings in such a short time, and third game is just them trying to, overcome whatever that they have done onto the first 2 games. So that's going to be a lot to take, and plus at the same time these teams have to adapt very quickly. I'm not talking about in days or weeks, but in just minutes. So with that, third game is going to be pop up very soon, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm pretty sure you guys are rooting for your favorite team to win. So if you guys want to, make them win, do cheer out aloud, do let them know as well, because how would they know if you don't cheer? So I do want to see which team does have the biggest fan as of now. Mavericks, I have seen quite a few, right from the day number 1. But Team Destiny Iron is definitely making waves.
Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, of course, today marks the day where Algambo Esports has reached 2,000 Discord members. So you can expand our family even more and help us reach 3,000, like the end game number, right? I love you 3,000. Doesn't it mean you can help us reach the next milestone and help our community grow, and of course help us as we bring in not just the scrims but in future tournaments as well, because we just hosted one which was the Clash for Starlight where Ace Invoker won it out, but today we clearly saw that Godfathers defeated them in a clean sweep in a very dominant fashion, and it happens for a reason, guys, because of the constant scrims that we've been hosting. It sounds like a brag, but of course it's the fact that we are giving the teams a platform to practice, because you can play a lot of ranked games, right? You can scrim out with your friends as much as you can, but to face random enemies, random teams, good teams by the way, because I believe right now the teams that exist in the MOBA Warmup Clash series that every day is registering, they're all really amazing and they're all improving, and we would love to see if you have a team. So make sure you join our Discord, and you can register every day at around the noon time where we open our website, and of course we'll see you at the Land of Dawn when you come in. Of course, we have the beautiful tenants and the most beautiful joke society. We're going to be diving into the game number 3, and it's going to be really, really, really amazing, I would say. So, I guess production, are we ready? Do we start the game? Yeah, we're starting. Let's go.
Third game. This is what we were expecting, and this is what we get. Other than that, we love to see what the teams are really plotting this time around. I do believe there's going to be quite a few of respect bands roaming around. So let's see.
Hey, no Hiraras. Come on, bro. No Hiraras at this point. And with it right now, yes, Peachy.
I definitely don't want to see a Hirara. Like, come on.
I love seeing the Hirara, but like the Hirara is really busted.
True, and it has been obvious the team who picks up the Hirara thus gets a victory.
It's the power of waifu-fication. the prettier she is, the powerful she becomes. That's just how every game works, guys. Anyways, jokes aside, right now we're moving to Destiny. Right now, getting the first pick once more. It is also funny, by the way, like the team that obviously gets the first pick is able to get the Hirara. So, Mavericks, hope you've learned your lesson. Ban the Hirara. Do not give the Hirara. or else. I mean, they tried with the Barat's EXP, okay, which does counter out the Hirara. But let me be real with you, Jabran Lames, oh my god, that guy, he was smelling the Barats every time. Like, every time I see the Barats coming in, he is immune. He immediately uses the Fallen Maple. That is some good prediction right there for Destiny in jungler. I'm really loving his playstyle on the Hirara, as well as, of course, the... Sorry, it was Mr. Consistent, my bad. I got side-swapped. Mavericks, yeah. Mr. Consistent, that was amazing for his end. But yeah, Destiny and their Suyo was also pretty diabolically good. And now we'll finally get the Hirara most likely banned out from Mavericks. Now what does it leave out? First pick, what is it going to be? You still got the Paquito, but the Paquito has not been working out for either side. So it's gonna be the one that terrorizes the jungle. It is gonna be Mr. Strongest Ninja coming in, the Hanzo. And let me tell you, by the way, I've been playing Hanzo from the beginning of the season, and I've gotten called trolls for so long, and now suddenly he's meta.
That's true. Like he's like one of the heroes you do expect, to be called as a troll. So I have a feeling that Destiny Iron is trying to definitely plot something good right here with a Hanzo. It is, this is also one of the very rare teams where the Hanzo is not a first blood. Yesterday, I got to see the Hanzo from Destiny Iron, and surprisingly, he played it out so well. So I do want to see what they are trying to plot it. And Team Mavericks goes in for a god this time around. So Team Destiny Iron, is it time for Selena?
I would love to see a Zaytian, honestly, because like she really helps out. Oh, there we go. You know why? Because what Hanzo needs is a setup. He needs people to stop so he can land his skills the best. And Zaytian can give you that along with, guess what, movement speed, which Hanzo really enjoys. He can chase even more. So Zaytian is his perfect partner. I mean, I play Hanzo, so I really love having the Zaytian with me. And a very peculiar Brody getting prioritized. That's very odd. I guess they don't want to reveal their EXP and roam yet, right? Or else you won't prioritize a Brody. They just want to hide their roam and EXP for now. But I guess considering Mr. Consistent only plays Assassins, Brody is a good counter pick to go for.
That's brilliant.
Oh yeah, and Brody is a skill caster. He's not a basic attack marksman, so he's not affected by the Beleric that much.
That's true. So that's like a very good hero to pick, that too against a Beleric. Now again, Team Destiny Iron have really thought it through, which is a good thing. But back again to the banning phase, we do see the Uranus getting banned off. That means something like Barats or possibly a Esmeralda.
Has to be banned. Yeah, Esme banned out already, Uranus banned out already, so the next one is gonna be the Barats, because you can't give away... Yeah, they did not win with the Barats, but let's be real, Barats is super annoying. He can eat up anyone, and you don't want that to be happening. And with that, that's like 4 EXP laners banned. Really goes to show that these 4 are the metas, by the way, literally the meta EXP laners. So will we finally get the Liu Zhong, the Lapu Lapu, the... what else? Phobius? Will we get those fighters finally? Okay, that's instead gonna be the Akai. Okay, Beleric EXP.
Oh? Whoa, that... I mean, it's Team Mavericks. Come on, they have been doing that quite a lot. So
Jirezi really loves tank EXPs, bro.
I mean, from marksman to the EXP lane switch up, I think he's just still slowly transitioning, and he doesn't want to reveal his cards. I have, having that kind of a feeling.
Muscle of iron, bones of steel.
We are most like, oh, there we go. We get the Gatot Kacha. Gatot and Zetian can really go for a good wombo combo, and even Lapu Lapu can follow it up with his Bravest Fighter, and they close up the draft finally with Coconut taking the Claude.
That's gonna be quite a bit of a problem though, because Hanzo is gonna be Chaser. There's gonna be Zaytian Pulse on you, then Lapu Lapu Stan, Gatot Kacha being no less as well. So Team Mavericks, the less fight they take, the more advantage they will be taking. And for Team Destiny Iron, they need to push it out. They need to put so many fights as much as possible once they get the items. Early game is going to be a little bit hard for both the sides,
Holy hell.
and this being the broken walls, I feel like especially Gaturkasa will have an easier time.
Yep. And with this, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the game number 3. We're going for equal points, 1-1. It's a scrim, yeah, but both teams here for the ego. They want to see who continues. Mavericks, they have been one of the semifinalists in the recent tournament that Algambo Esports has hosted. And Destiny In, they have been one of the teams that has gotten their first win yesterday, and now they want another one. They have made their debut with shining colors, but a third game nonetheless, and they do it again. Third game in a row on 2 days. Really impressive.
Let's see. Team Mavericks really want to have their, winning streak really coming up, but at the same time, Team Destiny Iron are not allowing that as well. It's 1-1, and the team will be in a decider match. Crisis this time around, despite trying to get the lane freezed up as much as possible, but at the same time, there's going to be a bit of an help coming in. G-Razy against Icarus. It's faring very well though.
Lapu should have advantage because Belric's lane clearance is pretty bad. So Lapu should clear his lane and immediately come in. But oh, what's happening towards the mid side? Brody! Bad positioning, man. Because like Brody, he is very... he's squishy in the early game, and guess what? He's also does not have any mobility except for a flicker. He did not even get to use his flicker. Why is Harley level 3? Bro, become level 4.
Oh, soon, but Hanzo goes in. Mr. Consistent thus gets 1, gets level 4, but wait a minute, Cursol is getting taken out. And what a tiny crisis just gets caught off guard right there and taken down. What a position right there.
Yeah, Cursol with a really impeccable sidestepping, but yeah, I would also say Destiny is slowly getting a bit greedy. They're making a lot of mistakes, mate. They should not be doing this, especially considering they gave 3 kills already to Mavericks. If they do it again, they will have a lot more to be answering for. For now, though, Lapu, for this time, Icarus, he's trying to most likely get the cord. That's his job after all. But he's trying to, I guess, see if he has a flicker or not. But he doesn't, so I guess the team hasn't told him yet. He could have jumped in, honestly.
Possibly, but it's okay. Coconut Rotter does get targeted right there. A bit of a vision reveal. Fly does get spotted on as well. Once again into the mid lane, that's going to be Cursol. We're trying to, sustain it out. And since he just got level 4, there's going to be a bit of a setup coming up from him. G-Razy still being around the turtle, trying to help Mr. Consistent to get it. He gets the taunt, he gets it, and Fly with a mystic gush. Icarus gets into the back lane, but there comes Cursol to make sure that they are surviving. A bit of a stun, a bit of a process. He gets Mr. Consistent, gets out of the way, alive. There's going to be G-Razy falling down despite using such a beautiful ult.
Yep, Hanzo with a follow-up is able to take down, because guess what? The reason Hanzo can go tank build is the reason he has 15% HP based damage on his first skill once it gets to 5 stack, and that's the whole reason why Hanzo is right now the meta. He's always been a meta. He's like Chao, honestly. He's someone that his kit is like really good to fight back. And now people are finally catching up with the tank Hanzo. Anyways, with this, the score sits at 2-4. Destiny and slowly clapping back.
That's gonna be something interesting, because Team Mavericks is don't want to see that happening as well. But wait a minute, Mr. Consistent gets Crisis. Will he be able to get the kill? Oh no, HP taken down. Icarus, he makes his ultimate, he makes his move, but G-Razy comes in with the ultimate as well. One man stand up, one falling down. Backlane Fly gets targeted by LeBron James. He knows Haran XM does get double kill onto the front lane. Now he is having the damage.
Yeah, perfect damage right now. And the score is perfect, 5-5. It is showing both teams are made equal, but Mr. Consistent now finally able to scale up. He gets the Genius 1. Now his damage will start to hurt compared to before. And okay, Zadian, she's going for the glowing wand first item. God damn. You can be going for a little bit more cooldown, mate. But anyways, with this time around, Brody going with the Sky Piercer. And a Crisis over here gets the glowing one pretty much early. But now I would suggest you go for the cooldowns, mate, because you really need the cooldown to, spam out your ultimate as much as possible. And you can use your ultimate a lot more because there is almost a confirmed kill with the, the Hanzo being around. And Hanzo's really making good use of his constant soul passive, getting it back from his opposing team. And now he's going to be able to get back as well. And with this, we're taking a look into the side of team Mavericks, slowly losing the tempo. But they do have the better marksman, I would say, because Claude, his AoE is way stronger than the Brody. And he even gets the Demon Hunter Sword.
Once again, that's gonna be Team Mavericks really trying to push it down, but Team Destiny Iron has caught up to Team Mavericks. If they do take this turtle, they're gonna be way ahead in terms of gold. So to that be happening, they need to give Hanzo the chance, and to get the Hanzo the chance, they need to take down the Harley as soon as possible. Harley as well as G-Razy. If they are down, there you go. It's going to be quite easy, but this time around, Curse Soul is really trying to put up something. Oh, buddy, the body is here. Curse Soul as well as G-Razy goes in for the turn. But there, the team members. There's going to be the, push and pull.
Oh, wow, Icarus.
But backline Sakaris does catch fly. He's trying to get Curse Soul as well, flickering out the way. He is safe, but no. From the Hanzo, he chases off. He gets it. Mr. Consistent might be next, but he's way too far.
Yeah, he's able to run away, but this time around, Destiny, they have gotten solo queue's most nightmare hero, the Hanzo. And there's a reason he's a nightmare. His constant immunity, the cooldown, 40% cooldown reduction build, he can spam his ultimate as long as he's not bursted out. And they don't exactly have the burst this time around. And Destiny in over here with 7-5 score. Mavericks, they're putting on a good fight, and they might be able to get it. Let's see what happens. Top side, Curse Soul taking a lot of damage, but the soul, it's out. Hanzo, your real body is going to be coming in. Careful.
Oh no, Covenant Water pops his ultimate in a defensive manner. Curse Soul really looking quite low, but Zadex won't be leaving it. Icarus gets the kill, killing spree. He's being such a menace towards every member. Fly will be taken down as well. Destiny Iron really closing down the gap every time Team Mavericks gets a bit of a lead, but this time around Mr. Consistent does get targeted once again. G-Razy taking all the hits, making sure Mr. Consistent leads out perfectly, but Crisis gets targeted. The ultimate right on point and not taken down.
Really well timed.
Oh no.
Destiny this time around, they're doing a perfect thing. And he's gonna get chased. Oh, okay, he was waiting in the hat, hoping. But yeah, unfortunately, it's not gonna happen. 10-5 scoreboard right now. Mavericks, they're doing pretty good. Lord's gonna be. I mean, they're doing pretty good, but they need to come back stronger. They need coconut water's damage.
100%. They need coconut water to get the power spike that we've been waiting. Let's see if they do get it or not. Other than that, the team is really trying to get the Lord. That's going to be the main priority for both the sides. And with this Lord, the team, whichever side does get the Lord, will have to open up a lot of turrets. At least towards the second tiers are definitely falling in. Team Destiny Iron really trying to push it down, getting a cut is just going to be it. Will Mr. Consistent go in for the steal? I think steal could be possible given the fact that he does have the mobility, but since he's just not spotted as of now, he is playing it safe.
Yeah, he can technically do that, and Hanzo is someone that you can steal from because he's like it's hard to take the Lord with the Hanzo. You either take it with your real body, but look at the fight gonna be going in. Hanzo getting a lot of soul right now, but his real body comes in.
Oh, I don't like that. That's gonna be Godfathers or AOG as well. Icarus had an sketch G-Razy right here. Has two members falling down for none. Nia and back onto the lead. really, making the gap really big at Coconut Water. Whereas the Wind of Nature, I mean, he doesn't need it yet, but at the same time, he will be needing very soon.
Yep, and with that, Peachy, we are looking at the side of Destiny in with a very dominant game this time around. Mavericks are still sitting at the 5 kills from the 5 minutes that they have been following through. And right now, of course, the Harley has to follow the golden rule of any jungler. If you can't kill, you gotta push. Split push is your best friend. Icarus gets the Rose Gold and Crisis gets the Lightning Truncheon. So the sustain is there, the damage is there, the Lapu Lapu this time working out perfectly well. Meanwhile, Mavericks, I believe G-Razy really needs to play more fighters because these two tanks are amazing, but the fact that they cannot stop the Hanzo, they have a skill to stop Hanzo, but they can only use it once. Hanzo can constantly spam his skill, and that's what separates it. And with this, now they finally might be able to get something, I guess. But oh, the flicker.
That is what which was needed. Our next hand really goes in and gets Cursed Soul. This was not it. This was not it. 20 seconds left. Will they be able to make Cursed Soul alive before the Lord comes in order? Destiny and really pushing it in. Look at that. They get Zebex trying to, taunt him up. Mr. Consistent trying to target. The Brody might be successful, but in a way, they would be losing something. No, looks like the team members are really quite behind. Coconut Water needs to, get the Lord as quickly as possible. Icarus right around the corner. That means Coconut Water, you need to get back. A bit of an ultimate fight early on, and the Lord taking down Cursed Soul. He is trying to go for the ultimate, but no!
Good damage on
That
board.
was too much right there. The magic damage, really good. Hara next end does get one. Cursed Soul falling down once again, but there's G-Razy who's trying to get on a fly. Almost. Wait a minute. AOG drops in, but Mr. Consistent is trying to clear out that. Wait a minute. G-Razy, nice attempt on the taunt, but I feel like you need to make sure your teammates should be here as well. G-Razy taken down godlike for the Brody. Brody has been unstoppable. Zebex, too much of a damage. Coconut Water, he's trying to do something, but no.
Gets shot at.
Taken down. Double kill coming in from the Brody and Fly. Just an inch away from the death.
Barely survives it, man. Barely scripts it off. And now the base is wide open. But a guy with the ground. Rixin gets baited. He gets baited. He got baited. And now he's... that is the worst way to die, man. Getting thrown into the opponent's fountain, nonetheless.
That was much needed, though. That was definitely much needed because Brody was unstoppable, and on top of that, Brody was just, putting up his one basic kill. He's getting the kill. Coconut Water just gets targeted and will not be taken down. So far, Destiny Iron really trying to, make sure. Oh my goodness! With that, he really got a good chunk of his Sky Piercer stack taken down. Cursed Soul being into the front lane. He does get targeted by the Hanzo, but Hanzo's cooldown been so low that he's just spamming it in.
And now the Lord's open, and they can finally go for the Lord and just stop all this, chaos, and just take the Lord, clean it out, try to end the base because you've already cracked out one base turret, and you can go for more. And Akai takes a lot of damage, but he gets out. But AOG, put out, but the flicker.
He's right there, but wait a minute. It looks like Hanzo is not getting any targets so far. Onto the front lane, G-Razy with the Wrath of Dry, just making sure that they are all stunned up. Coconut Water, he's trying to get away from the stacks, pulls up so much.
We need you back, bro.
Yeah, but wait a minute. Oh, Winter Crowd helps Fly to survive this time around. Cursed Soul, he's right there trying to make it out. Brody targeting the base. They are having a bit of an issue with the minions. They need to clear the minions. They need to clear the base as well. Destiny Iron really pushing it in.
It's done, I think.
Hanzo really going for the base as well. Double kill for the zone.
Hey, mistake.
Something, but no. Hanzo sacrificed himself so the team could win, and they got it. Destiny Iron on a streak.
Amazing gameplay coming in from the side of Team Destiny this time. And it was a very clean game as well. I'll pretty much give the credit to the Hanzo creating so much distortion, but yeah, I do think going for the Belleric XP this game was not the best choice in this time around, because they really needed someone that could at least, burst out the, what was it? The Hanzo's soul. If they had enough damage to take out Hanzo's soul, they would have really much dealt with everything.
That's true. And G-Razy being on to those tanky sides of the EXP. I believe if they have gotten even the Terizla, they could have done something different. They needed a bit of a control. With the Belleric, yes, there was control, but that was just not enough for the team, and they were lacking a bit of a damage. And it was all on to Fly as well as Coconut Water to clear those minions. Fly was getting constantly targeted by the Hanzo, so Coconut Water had a bit of a chance to farm up, but at what cost? He was not getting any protection, and Curse Soul was being onto the front lanes quite a lot, trying to, gather up so much damage. And you could literally see in the results game that there was like a lot of damage that he was soaking it in.
Absolutely, Peachy. And that's going to be the end of today's Scrims, ladies and gentlemen. It was a pretty hyped up, especially I would say the game number 2 was a lot more close by. It was a very push and pull match, but ultimately Destiny Inn gets another 2-1 victory, and they continue it on MOBA Warmup Clash series, and we are looking to see them furthermore. Will the other teams step up and defeat Destiny, or will Destiny continue to ongoing streak? We can find it out later on this week as well, as they will join us again, and so will the other team. So if you're a team who believes you got what it takes to defeat Destiny Inn, then make sure you register tomorrow at noon. We will open it for the next day, and join our Discord server. Our family is growing from just 1,000 members 2 months ago to now sitting at 2,000. It has been an amazing journey, and with this, ladies and gentlemen, we wish you good night, but make sure you tune in tomorrow at Algambo Esports, powered by kridox. The MOBA Warmup Clash series will return every day on the weekdays, and with that, we bid you farewell for now, but do tune in tomorrow. Good night.